Now, if it wasn't for Nick Yagi, that's what we would have named this.
Justice for Nick Yagi.
You got it, bro.
All right. She's going to be live in a second. We're live. Yeah, Pete?
Put that wig on, bro.
I know. Hello, everyone! It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, the most watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the entire world. We are with you on another Wednesday night. Thank you all so much for being here as we discuss episode 42. The title of this streamed episode is going to be Justice for Nick Yagi, and I do have to start all of my April streams by saying, bless Nick Yagi, the savior of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's and maybe the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. I'm sure some would probably actually believe that. I am joined by both Nicks and Pete. We have a full crew for you guys tonight. Calibro is making his long-anticipated return to Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. Cal, it's great to have you back, my friend. How have you been?
I'm happy to be here, man.
Happy to have you, dude.
It's been a little while. I was here for the After Dark, which is a nice return, getting in there, but not really into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So I'm back. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see everybody else here. Happy to talk to everybody in the chat. And I'm excited for, the boy Nick Yagi got back on screen.
I thought you meant Rook. I thought you meant Rook. So for those of you, I'm not even going to ask you. So for those of you that don't know, after episode 34, Nick T was going on one of his pro Nick Yagi speeches. And so we made a bet. And that bet was, I said, I bet you Nick Yagi, who is so irrelevant, will not even show up in an episode before episode 42. Or before episode 42 being the last one he could possibly show up. And Nick T took me on that. The loser would have to wear a Yugi Moto wig for the entire stream. So I'm about to put that on. Pete got in on it. Pete would have worn my Yugioh wig.
Yep.
Because he also believed with Nick T that Nick Yagi would show up before episode 42 ended. And so what happens, we go into episode 42. He's not on the cast list. So I'm thinking we've already won. I'm thinking I've won, Nick Yagi's not showing up. You cannot convince me that there is not somebody at Studio Bridge who was aware of this bet. Honestly, that's how I justify it. Who was aware of this bet and threw Nick Yagi in the first 4 seconds. I counted 4 seconds of the episode. There's Nick Yagi along with Menzaburo and Sushiko. Doesn't say a word. Not even the focus of the shot. You can imagine. I was shocked. I mean, there's not many things in life that have shocked me. That was one of them.
I'm just happy they answered my call. I called them. I let them know about the bet.
And then, well, you know what it is?
And they took it.
Chapel of Nick Yagi, who's another great user in the community, they made another bet, and they said if Nick Yagi doesn't show up, they will donate $100. If he does, you have to say bless Nick Yagi at the start of every stream and name this episode Justice for Nick Yagi. So that's where we are. So I'm the loser. Bless Nick Yagi. I'm putting on the Yugi wig. I can't believe he showed up in the last possible episode.
Not only that,
I should have just said episode 41.
Not only that, him being in that episode or not was not relevant at all.
Yeah, it was
I know.
That's why I'm saying, man.
I should have just said episode 41.
You guys,
you threw out an arbitrary number and it came to bite you.
I can't believe that.
You guys think I was in Florida, but really?
He was in Japan.
I was in Japan.
So,
shaking hands.
Yeah, making deals.
Making deals.
I do want to thank everyone. I hate that I have to wear this. Is so uncomfortable, guys. I do want to thank everybody who donated in the last Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up episode 41. You guys allow this podcast to look the way that it does, which hopefully is pretty good not this. To look the way that it does in terms of camera quality, audio quality, and lighting, and background aesthetics. So thank you, guys. Big thank you to... This is a horrible wig. I bought this for $20 off like Chinese eBay. I mean, really, that's where I got it. Yeah, I know. Thank you to Blake Engelbrecht, Sean Gilbride, Kaio Cesar Campos, Brian, Nicholas Horton, Ice Aiden, Drone President the Controller, That Man 666, Janeth Ernst, Alan Wilkinson, Sin Cloud, Xslayer64, Electric Kevin, Anonymous Anime Lover, Niall Kelly, Solid Snack, and yesterday on one of my Twitch streams, Chapel of Nick Yagi ended up donating $100 anyway, which I said, Chapel, you really should not have done that because you did win the bet. But even though that donation, was not on the on the last week's 7's Up, I wanted to give Nick Yagi the Chapel of Nick Yagi a shout out. $100 donation. I have not received many of those in my 2 years of streaming. I believe you sent me one during Jump Fest or during my birthday. So thank you for just being such an amazing supporter of this channel. Thank all of you guys, and thank you all so much for being here, because if you were just watching, you are part of the most watched and listened to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the world. So thank you guys for that.
Flex.
Episode 42. And thank you guys, of course, for all the work you do alongside me.
Of course.
Episode 40. You're going to have to start taking me seriously.
No, dude. The discoloration of some of the strands of hair is really what...
Well, they're not... Some pieces are not hair. Like, this is not hair. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm not a cosplayer.
It's like a dreadlock.
Yeah, but I don't know what its purpose is. Just
Sorry.
appreciate the way.
I do. I'm sorry.
Episode 42 saw Rook take on Honya, the astronaut. Good episode for Rook, I thought. I want to get your guys' opinions on this. I'm very excited. We have the 43 summary and the 44 summary. You can start sending in your predictions for Yuga versus Silhouette Man. That duel will take place this Saturday. But what did you guys think of episode 42? I want Nick T to start. And then Cal, you just binged the last like 5 to 10 episodes. So I really want you to go over your thoughts on the last arc and how you feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s as a whole. You've been gone for about 10 weeks. Nick T, you start. I also want to give X-Slayer a shout-out. I have a bet with X-Slayer that says if Nick Yagi does not win a duel for the rest of the show, he has to give me a $20 to $50 donation and 7,000 bits, which is equal 7,000 bits, which is equal to $70. And if Nick Yagi does win a duel, I have to pay money to get a custom Nick Yagi emote, which will be available for channel members of YouTube and members of my Discord. So the Nick Yagi fun has not ended just yet. Nick T, your thoughts on this episode?
Wait, real quick. Who was that bet with?
That was with X-Slayer.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that one.
You're rooting for X-Slayer.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know.
100%.
So, Nick Yagi appearance aside, I actually really enjoyed this episode a lot. We got like a lot of really interesting, elements here. What I said to you off screen, and I find it really true. It's like somehow the writers found a way for an episode that has minimal Yuga somehow makes Yuga even more likable.
Yeah, that's
like
what you said. Right?
Everything
Yeah.
he does, like whether it's like deciding to bow out of the tournament, which obviously we realized you can kind of pick up on it much earlier on, but like the character sort of like piece it together. It's like he bows out because he wants them to shine. He wants them to excel for their sake. So she's just a wonderful friend, and the moment we get at the end of the episode really like encapsulates them. It's just like 4 kids just like having fun and like really just like supporting each other. And that's sort of the crux of the episode, I feel, because like it's everyone sort of discovering that for themselves. Mm-hmm. Other than that, the duel was great, I think, and I think just it was despite like the great message, I think it was just like a really funny episode.
Yeah,
like we had a lot of good laughs watching it together, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Favorite part of the episode, because we rewatched it together, and we both agreed that the funniest part of the episode,
the funniest line
was when Rook just whispers to
like,
Hunt,
"Don't talk to weirdos."
Don't talk to weirdos
Yeah.
after the astronauts make their debut. That was funny. Calibro, you're gonna give a little bit of a longer speech here because obviously you watched 42. You binged the last like 10 episodes. What were your thoughts on this episode? What are your thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s as a whole through 42 episodes? Are you enjoying it? Are you kind of just on it? Are you loving it? What are your overall thoughts?
So I'll start with this episode.
Okay.
I thought this episode was good. I think you brought this up to me, and you were saying that somehow Rook, his best episodes are when the rest of the crew isn't there, and he becomes this actual serious, like, almost just normal character in the show. As opposed to when the whole gang is there and one of the others might be dueling and he's just like an idiot off on the side. And it's like me watching the last 5 or 6 episodes, like almost back to back. It's like in plain sight like that. You know what I mean? Like one episode he's sitting there spewing like
the pigeon episode.
Not even that one. The perfect example to me would be when they're at, even when he's just talking to Asana and she's on top of her, the machinery, and he's like yelling at her the whole time, and then he goes down, "Will you be my friend?" and like goes down on one knee and sticks his arm out. And it's like you were being serious for a couple seconds and then go falling right back into like, so please be my friend.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it just like it has him going one way or the other all the time. And it's almost like nice just because you never really know what you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Or like the power trip in 41, which we had a good laugh
Yeah,
about, dude.
the power
I
trip,
love
too.
abusing power.
Yeah,
That's right, because you weren't here for 41. 41 was just me and
Yeah.
Pete. I mean,
Yeah.
what did you think about
Dude,
41?
it was hysterical. I mean, in general, like, it was like just a funny episode
Yeah.
until we realized like
It
really
was.
what's going on.
Uh-huh.
But like, dude, the Kaizo and Rook parts just like made my like
abusing power.
they were like
is
always
fun.
just talking about the positives of like having too much power or
Yeah.
abusing
Yeah.
their power.
Yeah.
And there's like the evil. Oh, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Like that's a good you know. Actually, I guess in that way he's away from the team, but still being like a crazy person. But like he's with Kaizo, so
it's not a focus.
But it's not a
for him.
focus for
Yeah.
him. He's
exactly.
still in the background.
Yeah.
But the show as a whole, I guess, I like it a lot. I've actually very much enjoyed watching it. And I almost was like, knowing that I wasn't going to be on the show when I was in Florida, I was almost excited to binge watch.
Yeah.
Because I love being able to binge watch
It's
a few
better
episodes
binged.
back to back.
I think any show is better binged.
Yeah,
I
it's-
agree with that. I love binging.
It sucks that it, like, you know, the show, you know, it goes by so much quicker because you're watching 5 episodes, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's so cool that, like, wow, what about this? And it's like, oh, wait, boom, next episode,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
right into it.
It's great. Yeah, it's great.
But I like the show a lot overall. I really liked the Yuga Asana duel and that whole episode. The only issue, I think I said it to you with it, was like I didn't really love the like mutual destruction of the max cards by them disintegrating at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I don't really know if there's anything wrong with that, but to me I was like it was kind of a cop out of just like giving Yugioh a way to win without using a max, but also putting them on the same level. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Didn't do it for you. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
But the overall, like, the way the arc ended and the way this one's begun, I definitely like the transition, and I think a tournament arc is going to be exciting. Like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, tournament arc's always a good idea.
And I mean, if it's in a battle of a team of 3, Nick Yagi could end up getting a win pretty soon.
I hate how that's where your first thought went when it came to the tournament about what Nick Yagi could end up doing.
Well, he was clearly looking at, like, the...
Oh no, I'm
the
sure
tour-
he'll sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll sign up. The scary thing
Zaburo and Sushiko on his. Well, Sushiko has a win under her belt.
The scary thing for me is if it really is Ramen team versus Rook's team, Nick Yagi is getting a win because Roman is going to beat Sushiko in a rematch, and Nick Yagi is then going to have to beat Gakuto, so that Rook versus Menzaburo is the final. So if the first matchup of this battle royale is Team Rook versus Team Ramen, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip this table. Because that means Nick Yagi's almost guaranteed to win. Because I can't see them having Roman lose a second time to Sushiko. And that would be the dueling matchup. It would be Rook versus Menzaburo, your 2 team leads.
Right.
Yagi versus Gakuto.
Right.
And then Roman Sushiko rematch.
Yep.
Which would be a great, I think, duel and result for Roman. But it would mean that Nick Yagi's probably getting a win. And beating Gakuto, which I don't think that makes a lot of
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it would have to
Gakuto's-
happen that way, but it wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they gotta get
And you're
someone
admitting that.
else.
Nick Yagi here is admitting that. So,
Well,
I
there's
love
always
it.
a chance that, like, Rook could lose and the other 2 could win.
There is.
What?
Well, Rook, yeah, I mean, Menzaburo isn't a complete joke.
No, he's not.
But Rook losing to Menzaburo, that'd be a little...
No, but I think it would be really...
Rook losing is going to be like when the Undertaker's streak came to an end.
Why do you keep referencing?
Yeah, you've referenced that, like...
I'm trying to
3
figure out
times
who
today.
the Brock Lesnar of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is going to be. That's what I'm trying to figure
But
out.
if you think about it, I think it would be great for him, like, in his character, the way that he's now seeing that, like, his friends are there to support him and stuff.
Yeah.
That if he goes down, that they're still there to fight for him.
Right.
So, like, him losing early and then realizing the team aspect of, like, the other 2 pulling it together so they would go through would help build their bond and they can move on to the next round or whatever. I think that would be a great storyline. It's the aspect that it would be his first loss. So he would be taking it probably really hard. And it would take, like, you know, wins from the 2 of them to really bring him back up.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
It's possible. They really, the one thing about Sevens is it's just so unpredictable, which I love.
Yeah.
They can go any... I mean, literally 2 episodes ago, I will remind you and I'll remind the lovely people out there, and thank you for seriously making us a part of your Wednesday night, Roman beat Yuga straight up.
One of my favorite tools.
You like that duel?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
that
it.
was great.
That is all you need to say to prove the point that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is insanely unpredictable.
Yep.
Especially in its dueling results. So,
Yeah.
Menzaburo beating Rook, maybe.
Wait, not only
but
that, didn't we all pick Roman
We all picked
to win
Roman,
that too?
which was nutty.
So you want to talk
Yeah.
about us realizing that this show is like
Well, yeah.
not the same?
Yeah.
Like we all picked Roman
Yeah.
to beat
And it
the,
panned out.
It
like,
did.
the protagonist of the show.
I know. Well, Nick T used the same logic to pick Django to beat Rook, which I respected the pick. I mean, it was an interesting pick. I respected
What
it.
logic did I pick?
Just that it was just a very unpredictable show.
That's not the logic I used to pick Roman.
No, Django to beat Rook.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, do you want to explain the logic there? I thought that was the logic.
I don't remember the
used.
logic.
It's almost
okay.
as good as the logic for me picking Yoshio to win.
That's right.
So it's
Yoshio to
fine.
beat Rook. That's right. If you guys ever want to tell me the logic
Didn't you
there.
pick against the... I have a few an interesting loss early on.
The only interesting
Draw no
loss
result.
was the hologram man. I'll give you that one. The first episode, that was a bad pick. And then you know what? I also picked
Like, I'm not the
Sirocco.
one that has to wear a varsity jacket based on my like weird pick, huh?
I also picked Sirocco to beat Menzaburo. That was a bad pick.
Or a Yugimoto way.
Or Yugimoto week. So I don't know if we should
It was
be talking about someone's...
it was a speechless
I don't know if
appearance.
we should be talking
It was a
about someone's
speechless-
logic,
Oh, give me a
you
break.
know.
It was I'm not going to take the stick for this. It was a speechless appearance in the final episode of the bet.
I knew.
Yeah, you know.
So.
So anyway, this is honestly, I think, panning up to be a really good arc. I
It's
think
gonna be great.
the bricks are in place to really build a really solid arc here. 43 and 44 are fascinating, which we are going to talk about later on in the show. But I want to start, well, not start, but I want to get your guys' opinions on the astronaut characters. We get 3 more characters that I imagine will probably enter the tournament because it's teams of 3s.
Of course.
We know the captain wins, which, by the way, kind of weird there, right? That the captain is going to get the title or get the recognition of the king of games, or the king of duels, excuse me. Kind of just weird because what's in it for the other 2?
There really is nothing.
Right? Like if us 3 were going to join the tournament, right? Let's say we
Who
were,
gets to decide
we were
to
joining a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament and the people of Konami said first place winner and only the first place winner, only the leader of your team is going to get an all expense one-way paid flight to Los Angeles to spend a week in Los Angeles on
Yeah,
vacation.
it's like, well, I want to be leader then.
Right, exactly. So what, and let's say I'm the leader. What, maybe in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's it. What would be the benefit of you two genuinely helping me in dueling? I just feel like the structure of it is weird. I don't know. This whole tournament seems really fishy to me. I don't know if you guys get that vibe.
I think.
Yeah, honeypot is
Well,
how
I
I
think
would.
the language there, it's like, oh, well, like, someone gets to be the king of duels, and, like, we know one of you definitely wants to be.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's weird.
Right.
It's very weird.
It's targeted.
Yeah.
I think the reason it's that way is it's targeted. So it's like, it doesn't matter if the team gets it or not. It's about one person getting that title, which they pretty much know of 2 people who plan, at least 2 people, who plan on that reality for themselves.
Yeah, and it's interesting that now that this tournament is going to start where they're going to deem a new king of duels,
Right.
we know that Otis is going to be in 43.
Exactly.
Which is fascinating. Along with another new character, which is very mysterious and interesting. So, do we all agree here in unanimity? What's the word?
I can't pronounce it, to be honest with you.
Unanimity.
Unanimity. I think you're missing a min in there. Unanimity.
We agree unanimously.
Yeah,
so we all agree unanimously that this is a trap, right? This is not a
definitely.
legitimate
It's a
duel.
trap.
I mean, I think you'd have to be very foolish to think this is a
they're calling
legitimate
it Goha.
tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
Especially because the episode that it gets announced, remember, Mimi and Mr. Goha get that book on the plan to destroy
Yep,
Rush Duels,
yep.
and then the tournament gets announced at the end.
Yep.
By Sweets Kakako, and that's weird in itself. Sirocco, Kakako, and Chikako, these
Past,
aliens.
present, future.
Past, present, future. Yeah, these aliens. Which is kind of interesting.
Future, present, past, but yeah.
Yeah,
Ghost of Christmas Past.
and you have these aliens, and you get these astronauts in this episode. What did you make of these astronauts? Honestly, to me, they're kind of like the freaky fish guy that appeared early on in the second
or
arc.
the dinosaur kids.
Yeah, the dinosaur
It's
kids.
a throwaway. I mean, they're going to appear, but it's a throwaway gimmick.
Yeah, or like the newspaper club. I don't see
Well,
them being.
I think, in contrast, I think the newspaper club serves sort of a function in that way, like in a weird way, like not necessarily dueling, because obviously, like it was a throwaway.
They're
duel
more
gimmick.
present than the.
Yeah, like
Hunt
they're
is
actually,
around.
Hunt's the only.
It's
one.
weird that Hunt is more around than
Yeah,
Khan, right? That's
yeah.
the guy's name.
Yeah. Well, at least Hunt like doesn't say what's the tagline in every sentence.
Oh, Dino or
is
what
it just
that?
Dino? Right?
Yeah, it's
so
something.
like maybe that's why they picked him because he doesn't say that.
Fossil maybe.
It's something stupid.
Yeah. What did you think of I Am a Seagull? She was my favorite.
Honestly, it was really funny. I think it was really stupid until
because she's just saying her name. It's basically like me saying I am Dylan.
Yeah, and you run around saying I'm Dylan.
Well,
he does.
But
do that.
if Dylan meant seagull, this beautiful, valorant bird, then maybe I would say it. But Dylan doesn't mean seagull. I am a seagull.
Yeah, I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I thought it was funny.
They look like Evangelion characters.
Oh, someone say Jurassic. They don't look anything like
Jurassic,
Evangelion
that's what they
characters.
say, yeah. Did that remind you of Neon Genesis Evangelion?
No
He's
idea what
never
that
seen
is.
it. Yeah. Neither of you, clearly.
I've basically seen it after watching this episode.
God damn it!
hey, that was good. That was good. I am a seagull.
It has to do with space, right?
No, not really.
Oh, so then...
Yes, it does.
Not really. No.
The seagull.
Well, he's...
No.
No.
It's Evangelion.
Oh.
I feel... I'll read the wiki.
Yeah, read the wiki. Yeah.
But anyway, I Am a Seagull. Yeah, I mean, what did you make of them? I thought they were fine. I didn't really
fine.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, like the gimmick again. It was just like a normal gimmick. It didn't mean anything really. It was
Yeah.
it was fun,
Or
excavation, I guess, exploration. I don't know.
my favorite part was they have the ladder set up.
Dude,
So
oh my God, so
they
he walks
climb
down
down
the
the
ladder
ladder and
Yes.
they go, it's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And Dylan goes, oh, Cal, by the way, if you didn't know, that's a really famous quote.
And what, on top of that, oh my God, what the hell?
What's up?
Wait, no, I just like copy and pasted like every comment. There we go.
Nick T.
On top of what?
Nick T. made it.
When you in that moment, we pointed out that ladder's not like coming from anything.
No, they were literally
up the
holding up
ladder.
the ladder for them
Yeah.
to walk up and down.
Yeah. It was an interesting gimmick.
One giant leap for mankind.
Anything else that stood out in this episode? Something that I loved was Asana. I absolutely loved Asana in this episode. And I hope we
Asana.
see her more. Little concerned about... Well, concerned is an overstatement, but I'm intrigued to see what direction they're going to be taking her in 43.
She seems infatuated with Yuga.
She seems infatuated with Yuga, and again, it might not even be in a romantic sense, but it's definitely in a respect sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
like
have
an
to be in a
admiration
romance,
sense. Because
yeah.
there's certain friends that I've admirized, that I've idolized.
That admirized is
It used to
definitely
be
not a word.
admired.
There's certain friends that I've admired, but I haven't, wanted to, be with them in that sort of way.
romantic,
Yeah, be
right.
intimate with them. But I do love Asana teasing Rook about not
Yeah, like not
knowing.
being close with him.
Yeah,
And knowing, like,
and it's not even a matter of Rook not being close with Yuga. It's a matter of Rook not having any sort of emotional intelligence at all,
Yeah.
and being able to figure out why immediately Yuga feels the way that he does. Because Gakuto and Roman are able to figure it out. What'd you say?
I said I can relate.
Yeah, well, that's true. Because Gakuto and Roman are able to figure it out rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, even them, I think they might have kind of
Roman
figured
maybe not, but Gakuto I think knew right away.
No, I think it took him until the forest to really figure it out. That's when
Maybe.
he looked at it as like maybe that's because
See, I think Gakuto took Roman for a stroll and said, "Let's talk about it."
I like that. I like that. I'll take that as the canon.
Yeah.
that's my
I
head.
think that is the canon. That's something you never want to say. I'll take that.
Oh,
as the
also,
canon.
one thing that I'm a little upset since it is like a trio team
Yeah, of course.
that they didn't go the route of like Yuga going with Rook and Roman, and then having Ronz and Rinosuke with Gakuto, but Ronz isn't
Yeah.
serving him anymore.
Yeah. So actually, neither of you were on last week's
Talk
podcast.
about that.
What did you make of that? Ronze potentially. I don't know if I don't think betraying is the right word, but maybe
I think
betraying the
betraying is
Sogetsu
the-
style.
yeah.
I mean, what did you make of that? Her making a bid to nail. That was. I mean, I've heard some crazy theories, and that's why I love doing Sevens Up, because we get to hear from all of you guys. We throw around our theories. We have guests on. We bounce off of each other. I didn't hear anyone say that was going to happen.
No,
Yeah.
That was really out of left field, which I loved. I think she views Nail as a man of power,
yeah.
of strength, of confidence, and maybe that. I mean, what did you make of it?
Well, so it's a weird thing because actually after watching it the second time when we watched it together, it's not. I don't say obvious. It's a little bit more apparent than it was the first time because the episode starts with Mimi getting the plan to destroy like the anti-Rush Duel book, and then the rest of the episode suddenly about Ronze.
Yeah.
So it points towards it a little, but like, okay, in what way? Like, how's this working?
Mm-hmm.
And then she kneels in front of Nail, and we're like, what?
Then
Yeah.
it kind of like goes
Yeah,
full
and-
circle.
And I would call it a betrayal. I mean, like, what else? If there's a plan to destroy or to inhibit Rush Duels in any way,
Yeah.
you know, that's a betrayal.
Yeah.
But I wonder if Nail's allegiance is actually with destroying and limiting Rush
Yeah, but-
Duels.
well,
Because
why
last we saw, he said that Rush Duels are part of the Providence now.
It seems like it's changing. I
He
don't know.
accepted Rush Duels, but has he changed his mindset on it? Remember, he helped Yuga to defeat Asana as well.
That's true.
He
But that was part of his providence. But maybe that's where the road ends for them.
I know, with Nail, it's just so...
It's arbitrary. That's why the providence thing is. It's all BS.
See, I love it, though, because I'm literally going to start doing that, because you guys are going to ask me to hang out, and I'm going to say, it's not my Providence. And you can't get mad at that.
No.
You'll
It's
say...
arbitrary. You just decide that day it's not part of your providence.
Yeah. You can't-
Or it appears, it becomes evident to you that it's not part of your providence. You're not the one deciding. It's appearing itself that is not your providence.
Hey, Dill, you want to grab dinner? It's not my Providence tonight, guys. Sorry.
It's like, we can't be mad.
Yeah.
You didn't decide that. It just appeared that way.
Right, exactly. You can't be mad.
If you say that to me once, I'm going to drive to your house and throw a pie right at your face.
What kind of pie?
It won't be one you like.
Okay. So, like, pumpkin?
Yeah.
I'm not a big pumpkin
Really?
guy. Yeah. I'm not a big pie guy, you know?
So like blueberry pie.
That's wrong.
Apple, blueberry, and cherry I can stomach.
What about like?
But, like, you know, you get boysenberry. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever had a boysenberry pie. You always want to go to ShopRite and pick up a boysenberry pie?
I don't think we should use ShopRite's pies as our taste
Why?
test.
They're like bakery. They have a good bakery, first of all.
What about like lemon meringue pie?
Lemon meringue is... I prefer lemon meringue cookies, but...
I mean, it's basically just whipped cream, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all it is.
I mean, it's different.
Well, then we could just hit them with whipped cream.
We could do that too.
All right, that's fair.
We didn't end up on a tangent, but a good tangent.
That's fair.
Not my providence.
Not my Providence. Yeah, so I don't know where Nail's alliance is gonna
I don't
lie.
It was a weird, especially to be left hanging there and then not get any of that in 42. Or like, I want to know. I want to know what's going on, and they're not giving us anything yet, which I like.
Yeah. But I think that's the insinuation is that now Ron's and Neil, however, whichever way you say
could say it either. Yeah.
You can say it either way. Either.
Like whichever
Like
one.
Rook or Luke, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
But like I think it kind of insinuates that they're part of the plan, like you said, like how it shows
Right.
her receiving that booklet, and then at the end it's her, Ron's like bowing down and basically saying like, "I'm at your service." I also think it's weird. He already has a service chair. Does he really need somebody else to?
Yeah, I mean, the
run
chair
around
can
for
only
him?
do so much. Like, if the chair is giving him a massage, then someone else has to do something.
I guess. But I don't know. It still shocked me when I was watching it that was the way that episode ended.
Yeah, no, it was because that was out of nowhere. It was literally a 5-second scene.
and
that was it.
like obviously she was. The only thing that made me the least bit weary while watching was how confidently she knew she was done.
Oh yeah,
Like, because even like with like her like telepathic conversation with her brother,
yeah, like this is it.
like he could tell she was
She-
gone. She was lost.
She didn't even say goodbye
She
to her
was.
brother.
She was lost.
No, yeah.
Right
she
after
just
that
walked
duel,
away.
she just walks
Yeah.
out. Doesn't even say goodbye to her brother,
Yeah.
dude. But I will say,
It's betrayal.
Yeah.
how do you feel about Ronze's character? Because prior to that episode, she was very like, I didn't really care for her
It was
that
starting
much.
to become. She was becoming sillier and sillier each episode. I
Yeah.
found. Like
Ron's
yeah, which is, I love it.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
hysterical.
mind the gimmick.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I didn't
But
mind
like
the
it was
gimmick.
like definitely just like with Rook, like dumbing her character down a little bit, or maybe like to think of it, sort of try to think of it like objectively. I guess like it's giving her like it's humanizing her in a way that.
Go into the back room and get him.
You think he's ready?
Oh yeah, he's ready. He just commented. Go into the back room and
All
get him.
right.
All right, we're gonna bring on the real Pete in 1 second. If you have not noticed, which I would not blame you for not noticing, that is not actually Pete. That is
It's
a
so realistic.
still
honestly.
image that we were using for Pete. But we are gonna get the real Pete. We're gonna hear from him. He was in the back room. He had to take care of something. But yeah.
Do you want me to read donations while he goes and gets Pete?
Sure.
All right. I think you have to read the first ones.
Okay. Wait. Oh. Is he ready?
You know, I feel that was messed up, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
Is he coming?
He's right here. He's ready.
Pete. Pete.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're here.
You know, I come in. Thank you. Got rid of YOLO Pete.
The first time we've had the full crew
I know.
in like 13 episodes.
That's crazy.
This
Hello,
feels
everyone.
good.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good. How
So
you
no
doing?
one answered my question. How'd you feel about the astronauts dabbing in this episode?
I thought the dab was weak, but
You thought it was weak?
Yeah, I didn't think it was a greatly executed dab.
Damn.
But I thought the seagull impersonation was really good.
Yeah. So what is the joke I'm missing
am a
there?
seagull.
Nick T will explain it.
The name. So her name is based off the name of the first female astronaut. She's a Russian. It was like Terra.
Gotcha.
And her call sign was Seagull.
Ah.
So this girl is directly based off
That's
that
some deep
astronaut.
lore. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
So I've realized, and shout out to Entame, because Dylan let me know that, like, oh yeah, in the release notes, like, there's a list of all those references. I have to go back and read the release notes while I watch each episode, because a lot gets like revealed there.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode there were so many like space references
Yeah.
to either like astrophysicists or like sci-fi shows that like.
I love space. So.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know, I
and, like
figured,
it's
yeah.
and it's all there. Like if you go to the Tumblr blog post, you can see all the release notes. That's where you can watch the episodes for all of those who constantly ask her. It's all there.
Yes.
But those release notes help. It describes the references, and that's how I know all that.
Yeah.
So,
And
really
I'm,
cool stuff.
I'm not sure if you caught it, but one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. That's a very famous quote.
Yeah, I
Neil
love
Armstrong.
how we had to delay the duel for them to put a ladder out for them to climb up to then climb back down for no reason.
Oh yeah.
No reason at all.
I said that to them, I go, that ladder's not going anywhere.
No.
So hot on how.
Hello?
How did I?
So right out of the closet, what are your favorite? What did you like about the episode?
I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I feel like we're doing something different this arc in the sense that we had a whole episode to start this off of growing Roman as a character, and now we're growing Rook as, I believe, that character.
Yeah.
He's still going to be wacky and say stupid stuff. I mean, that's just part of him, but I feel like this was some nice progression, or at least I hope it's some nice progression that will stick going forward. It took me a little off guard there at the beginning. He was literally going to punch Yuga in the face.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
actually. Even
So
talk
like
about
I was
that.
just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, like
Yeah.
damn, that got intense,
It
like
did
real
for
quick.
a little bit. Yeah.
He resorted to violence for a second.
Well, and you also touched on a great point. Last week was really a Gakuto kind of focused episode as well.
As well.
So I think that they've done a very good job of setting up these characters going into this tournament because Yuga's not dueling.
No.
So, or it seems he's not dueling at least.
Do you think that's the real reason? I feel
I
like
don't.
I feel like it's a total Yuga reason. I
Yeah.
just feel like there's something else.
Oh
there.
yeah, I actually said in my review that
Yeah.
I think that's partially it, but I think Yuga is well aware that something weird is going on here.
Yeah, that's like a
And I don't think it's anything sinister. I just think that he's maybe trying to protect his friends, and to do that, he has to not be in it. So he can
Right.
be the outside man
Yeah.
doing
Wow.
something.
Right.
I actually
Well,
didn't
see,
think of it
I-
that way.
Do
That's a
you
good
think
point.
this tournament is a trap, or do you think this is a legitimate tournament?
I think it's a legitimate tournament, but it's not all it seems to be.
Right.
Right? There's something going on here with the aliens. What's their connection to Goha? Are they working together? Are they just aliens, but they're really just like Goha drones? Like there's a lot. You know, and I know people will say like, "Oh, well, we saw that one alien leave in the spacecraft." I mean, with resources like Goha, you could fake anything.
Yeah.
Right? It could be completely just, visual graphics or something. Who knows what it could be? Some mirage.
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny that you say that because now, as each of them get introduced, the fact that they're related leads me to believe that whole space thing was just like a gimmick and not real to
It
begin
could-
with.
I definitely
because
think
if they're
it could be.
related, then one can't be from space and the rest aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that they sort of represent like a future being the space one, present being the ground, and then the ancient civilization, Kakako being past, it makes sense that like they're not actually aliens.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, a character that really grew on me in this episode was actually Sweets Kakako. The way that she came out and announced the tournament
Right.
details and everything,
Right.
I thought was really.
I'm glad you couldn't say that with a straight face. Now since
Well,
I'm
can
sure
make
you
the sound.
I'm sure you
Make
said
the
it.
sound. It's my favorite sound of the
Oh,
show.
I forgot how it goes.
Is it
Let me
wah
play.
wah wah wah?
I'm sure you said it at the beginning, but just so I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just say justice for Nick Yagi for me.
I didn't say that, but I did say bless Nick Yagi.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
The
Yeah,
wig
the
looks good,
episode's
man.
Thank you.
Do you feel
It feels very
good that
uncomfortable.
We took care of
You should have been
You know?
wearing a Yugioh wig. You should have been wearing this one.
But-
and the
but we
best
didn't.
girl pin.
But we didn't. Because
someone
we were
from
right.
Studio Gallop,
Because
Studio
we were-
Bridge, excuse me,
Oh.
oh, that's
Maybe
like,
it was
That's
Studio
like saying
Gallop.
your ex-girlfriend's name. Whoa.
Hey.
That sabotaged this for me.
I don't think so. I think
No.
you legitimately lost.
Whoever is watching that works on this... Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Ready?
That's going to literally be my
A donation sound.
My new donation sound, yeah.
Ready? Hold on. It's coming up.
How would you guys like that if every time this is
Oh my
donation, you
God.
heard that?
That would be
Oh my
amazing.
god, that would start driving people insane. And then
That should be
I'll do
the-
the
that should-
gif of Mimi as Mr. Goa doing the fan wave.
Oh, that is so good.
It is 7's up, so I got to add some 7 stuff for that. Wow.
But it feels good. Since Saturday, I knew several of you lovely people tagged me in the 7 spoiler part of Discord,
Yeah.
which I normally have muted just so I, don't get spoiled.
Yeah.
It's great. It was the best part of my week last week. It was amazing.
I was on.
And we were a 16 seed in March Madness,
No.
and we defeated a number 1.
You did.
I mean,
You did.
It doesn't-
I was shocked.
It's unheard of.
everyone out there that was on, Nick and I's team, you should be proud, man.
Yeah,
we should be proud.
We did this together.
I was shocked. I'm still shocked.
Yeah.
I still haven't processed it fully.
As an innocent bystander, it was fun to watch.
It's great.
It was
And I
fun to
can't
see
wait
it
until
unfold.
he duels on this show and wins, and then you have to...
I have to get a custom
Yeah.
Nick Yagi emote
Can't wait.
made.
Can't wait.
I also can't wait. When are we going to Applebee's with our varsity jackets?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday?
You missed
Okay.
out.
Oh,
No,
how
we
was
should-
it?
we should-
No, we'll make sure that happens.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to make sure that happens.
Maybe next
He's
week.
got way more to lose than me, by the
Now that
way.
he's
I'm
back,
playing
we
with
can
house
go.
money.
Wait, like it's probably open
I mean,
now.
he knows a lot of people in this town. I don't know anyone else anymore. A lot of people left this
That's
town.
true. That's true.
So I'm playing with house money.
I hate this town.
We can bring in Dredger. Dredger will announce it to the whole restaurant.
He probably would.
Yeah.
Get on the table.
I know. Now, Dredger, this is kind of an interesting thing. A lot of you guys know Ryan. You guys know
Here we
our
go.
friend Dredger. He is currently binging 5Ds.
Oh, really?
Yes, and he expressed over the last weekend pretty massive interest in wanting to binge 7s and join us for this
Wow,
podcast.
that would be sick.
So normally we do have 5 people. Obviously, that crew, it's been consistent with us 4.
Right.
And
Although,
pe-
not
rotating
really. I
fifth.
mean, we barely have done us 4.
You're right.
It has
But
been a
since the
rotating
start,
panel
us
for a
4 have
while.
always been members of it, and people have kind of come and gone, and obviously we've had guests
Come
as
and
well.
go like
But we do
seasons
need a
for-
5th, and so
I don't
having
even know where
Dredger-
we would have to rearrange
We would.
everything.
I think we
Well,
usually
just
did
move
it
over a
with
bit,
5.
Yeah, we could do it. It's
Yeah.
just-
Well,
it's a
because
little
I think
shift.
what we did was Dylan was over a bit more, and this was further
yeah,
back.
we're
to
gonna
allow
have to
wider angle.
remove that to push that back.
What I
because
might
that-
do is if because of how amazing you guys have honestly been with the support
We'll get another
on Twitch. No, I might get another
Second
a dual
camera.
camera like that and get a
Cool.
second camera and
The
then
cow
have
cam.
3
I
and
missed
3.
the cow cam.
Yeah, and then maybe one hanging from the ceiling
So
is like an
good.
I like
overview.
that. Do
Yeah.
like a behind the home plate like cam over here.
Yeah.
Just get us right in the back.
So
Make
we'll
it
see.
what Nick T's
But
watching.
Exactly.
I don't want to see that.
I'll keep you
Yeah,
updated
I
on
wanna
that.
see what's going on.
So that'll be exciting. But 3 episodes into the arc,
Yes.
for me personally, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think this is a great time to be a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s.
Yes.
I think this might be the best time to be a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Pete, I want to actually pick on you for
Ooh,
this.
okay.
Because
Ooh.
you're the one
Oh.
member here that's kind of been very, I don't really know if I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
I'm kind of indifferent, not really loving what they're doing.
Use Dabber there? I like it.
How do you feel right now going into the rest of this arc? Is this the most excited you've been
Yeah,
for 7s?
I feel hopeful. I feel I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the best show of all time for me.
That would be crazy to say. I think it'd be crazy for anyone to say
I just
that.
like,
Ludicrous.
as I said at the top, that we're having character-focused episodes on our main characters, but I think we forget this show deals with a ton of characters. I mean, look, we just introduced 3 more this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think it's very easy that we forget about some of our mains and we don't dive into them as much as we should, as often as other shows would. And so we start off doing the arc there. We got the news, which I'm sure we'll talk about if you haven't already, about who's coming later, that got confirmed. So that's cool, of people that are coming back into the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're on a great trajectory going forward, especially that one thing I love about these shows and what we did on Vrains is I like not having things as predictable.
Yes.
And that there's some secrets. And so I'm wondering that with these aliens, with Goha, how is Mimi going to fit into the rest of this? Where's her loyalties going to lie when she ultimately probably has a decision to make?
Yeah.
So those things fascinate me. How does Neil and Ranze kind of fit into this now? So I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of really interesting
Well said,
dynamics.
well said.
Very well said. Listen, we're high on this episode. We've pretty much been high on all 3 episodes this arc so
we
far.
feel
I think pretty
super high.
unanimously.
Yeah, it's been great.
Cal's been high for the episode.
Well, no,
I'm high on these episodes.
I want to really,
Runs high.
That's how she would look at Cal if we were all like in that
Oh,
12-year-old range.
Oh, yeah.
Going to that school.
yeah.
And then and she fantasized about all of us like going on vacation and like
Yeah.
like stopping Armageddon.
What a great movie. What a great movie.
I want to take some comments from the chat. I'm actually very interested to see how the chat's feeling, if they agree with us that they like this episode and what's coming. And then we're going to take maybe 5 to 10. I really want to go into the 43 summary and the 44 summary.
Yeah.
We have a duel to pick, so make sure you make your
We're
pick 'em. Yuga versus, well, we'll get into that. But make sure you send your picks in for the pick 'em. We're going to be making our picks as well. You actually don't even know who Yuga's dueling next episode. So we're going to go into that, and then we'll read 44 as well. So,
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, absolutely.
So Razor Shark added me and said, "Hey Pete, I asked this earlier, but I don't think anyone saw it. My birthday is this Saturday, and I was wondering if I could get a shout out. Also, tell Dylan that wig looks great."
absolutely. Razor Shark, thank you so much. We'll do a speed version of Happy Birthday to you.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Razor Shark. Happy birthday to you. Happy, belated's not the right word.
No,
Early
no.
birthday, I guess.
What does it say? Happy
I don't know, future birthday.
future
Early
birthday?
birthday?
Happy
Early birthday.
Happy early birthday, Razor Shark.
Yeah, he
Hope
said he's
you-
going to be 28.
28, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so he's
That was
in
a
our
good
range.
speed
You're-
version.
Yeah, that was
there.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do that.
good
We
rhythm.
got to sing happy birthday.
That was nice. That was good.
Yeah, Razor Shark, thank you for being here, and happy birthday on Saturday, man. Okay, let's take a couple donations. I think we have to start with on this end, right? Because they got cut off for you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Oh, we got a lot of birthdays.
Oh,
Cammy
yeah?
Stein's birthday's also Friday.
Who else?
Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday, Cammy.
Happy birthday, Cammy.
Stein.
Are there
And a
anyone?
lot of April birthdays.
We got. I
That
gotta.
means by
I gotta
my
make.
math.
You know what I should do? I should make like a public Google Doc where you could submit your birthday if you watch the podcast.
love
And then what do we
And
do?
then-
Like a
Well, then we'll do like a quick,
Birthday, one birthday for
Wait, no,
everybody
what
that
you
day.
should do,
Yeah,
what you
that
should
week.
do is you can pre-record us singing it and have like a video screen pop up while we're playing that just
people
has,
do
has
that
us sing.
actually. They do like Patreon exclusives for
Yeah.
like people's birthdays or something like that, and you make like a 2-minute like exclusive video just to them. We could have that cut in on
We
the live
could.
show.
We got to think about that.
It'll just be a performance of us doing the happy birthday to
Yeah,
you. Happy birthday
that's
to-
as we get more mainstream.
Yes, I like that though.
I like that a lot. Sean Gilbride, thank you for the 1111 donation. Rook be like, friends are around, I'm going to act a fool. Friends not around, now let's get down to business
Yeah.
to defeat the Huns. Yeah,
That's
it's
exactly
true.
what we were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, he's different. Sean, thank you for the 1111 donation, super chat.
Sean.
We love Sean, we really do. Rook is different when his friends are around versus when they're not. Because that episode where he dueled himself, his friends weren't really around in that episode.
Yeah.
It was a more
I
serious
actually
episode.
Very
enjoyed
serious.
him.
Me
pretty,
too. The most
pretty
I've
well, I would say, in this episode.
It's the most I've enjoyed him since his focus episode last arc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
TNX Rail, Thomas, thank you for the £5 and 1 cent super chat. I put the episode on and who appears but our Lord and Savior, like the writers planned it or watched your stream.
Yeah.
Wow,
It
that's
helps.
so weird because he said that after you.
Yeah.
Before we went live, he said that.
I
Yeah.
know.
It helps me cope, Thomas, and to anyone else out there, that someone from Studio Bridge did. I mean, if you type in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, and this isn't me being arrogant
No, this
or like,
is
oh,
what
they're gonna
pops
find
up.
me.
No,
but like,
toot your own horn, bro.
no, I'm not gonna toot my own horn. but
Number one
Hashtag humble brag.
Sevens podcast in the world.
Well, that's true, and that's because of you guys. We don't view the podcast, so that's because of you guys. Most watched.
I just thought of something.
What?
You know the shot in the episode, and there was a lot of great. Oh god. And there's a lot of great animation. I thought in this episode was something also to point out.
Yes.
When they're standing on the globe, like of the world.
Yes.
Can we somehow do a green screen of us standing on that, and that's like our logo for Sevens Up?
That's actually a great idea. We can absolutely do that.
I
Yeah,
think
we
it'd
can
be
absolutely
great. Like
do
it's
that.
like all like a friend shot, but and then we put like we get someone to design like a Sevens Up that's like arched, and that's our logo.
Sevens
I love
up.
it.
That's genius.
I love.
Thank you. I'm here
That's,
all week.
now where?
Can you? Yeah.
So we could do it. Should we do it in the same style that this thumbnail is, where it's like the main and then a picture of the episodes on the right?
We could do that. We could play with that and
Yeah.
see what looks better. Probably reach out to JC. I mean, he's very experienced in thumbnails and all
Yeah.
that.
Wow,
Ask
that's
his
a good
opinion.
idea. I'll bust out the green screen. Actually, the green screen's right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll bust it out.
I saw you using that recently.
I was using it on
I know
Thursday.
you're
That's
a
gonna,
very good idea.
You know, we could pull that out on a Friday when we're hanging and just start messing around.
Yeah, make some GIFs.
Yeah. We can get wacky.
That's
Yeah.
towards
You know,
our Lord and Savior Barrett.
yeah, he said. He's commented 3
Jesus,
times.
I was in the middle of
Real quick.
drinking,
Jesus
Barrett.
So
Christ.
first one, kiss, $100 for on-screen kiss. First of all, I've done a whole lot worse for a whole lot less money.
Oh man, that was good. I needed that one.
Secondly, he said,
That is a. Can I use that as an audio clip on a Twitch stream,
please
please?
do. Dylan only cares about super chats. He told me once he calls all the other chats cheap chats.
Oh god. I love
And then he
that.
follows that with it's poor people.
That's so the cat.
He's an idiot. He really is. He really is.
He's an
I
idiot.
love Barrett so much.
David, yes, Dylan did lose a bet. That is why he is wearing that wig. Dylan, you want to explain to David once again, just so I can have you repeat
Yes.
it?
It's
So the
important to
bet,
reiterate.
the bet after episode 34, there's a character, a very irrelevant character named Nick Yagi. I said he's so irrelevant he won't appear in another episode before 42. Nick T took me on the bet, so the loser would have to wear the wig. Pete was in on the bet as well. And episode 42 aired this past week. And of course, Nick Yagi appeared in the first 5 seconds. Didn't say anything, wasn't even the focus of the shot he was in, but he was in the bottom right corner, so it counts. So have to wear it the whole time. It's still crazy to me that it happened. It really
I
is.
still can't believe it.
Makes
Yeah,
me feel
I'm
so
shocked.
good. So good.
I'm shocked.
Well, I did say, was it 2 weeks, or I guess now it's 3 weeks ago, before the week I missed and before the week off. But the fact that we didn't know based on cast list if he would actually be in the episode or not really got us on edge about what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So it really made the bet way more interesting.
Well, I was comfortable. I was confident. he was
Yeah,
gonna
I
come
mean,
in.
Nick T, to reiterate,
It's-
we were the overwhelming underdog.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it wasn't even, and we somehow pulled
yeah,
this
we were in
off.
the 16th.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
It's so
we
rare.
did a whole lot.
You know. Anyway, Thomas and Sean, thank you guys very much. We're gonna take a few more, and then we'll read that 43
Let me
sum.
copy this one.
Nick T is what you would call behind.
No, I'm caught up, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
So we have 5 Real from Caio Cesar Campos.
thank you, Kaio.
I love the Seagull Chan,
Seagull Chan.
excuse me, and the Space Club as a whole, and I expect they return soon. Also, Luke telling Hunt to not become like them was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't talk to weirdos, okay?
Don't
No.
talk
Yeah.
about weird. And he's
Oh,
like,
good.
understood.
Yeah.
Can I just say that like the more we see Hunt on screen, the more I absolutely adore him.
He's the
Yeah,
best.
Hunt's low key becoming a very fun
Yeah,
guy.
right. I love Hunt.
Yeah.
He's just innocent.
He's like a sensitive.
Well, that's the
kid.
thing. It's like they're like they
He's like
are
hanging out with the older kids.
like they are all kids.
Yeah.
But like obviously like the main core they act more mature and like adults because of the situations that they're put in.
right,
And I feel like Hunt is just that
like still a kid.
yeah, that like full blown like it's just a child.
Yeah.
And I think it's just hilarious and his innocence it's like priceless.
I love it. Yeah, like they're all like big brothers. Like, look, like Rook
Yeah.
is like basically a big brother to Hunt, and I
Yeah.
love that. It's amazing.
That's kind of how he was acting towards
yeah,
him
it's like
in that
don't talk to
episode.
weirdos,
Yeah.
okay? Understood.
Understood.
We have another 5 Real from Kaio.
Thank you, Kaio.
The fact that the entire podcast has his name just for one frame makes it even more hilarious.
Yep.
This new club will appear because of the aliens, I think. So that was, I guess that was a separate.
Yeah,
note.
there could be a connection to that, to the aliens and the fact that they're a space.
Yeah, I don't.
Group.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely some sort of foreshadowing potentially there
Yeah.
that you have this alien, wah 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 wah. You have her, and then and you already have Sirocco and Finger roaming around Goha City, and now you
If we're gonna
have
go by that. It should be Noodle, Finger, and Sweet, right?
Noodle Finger Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finger Noodle Sweet. I agree with that.
Oh, jeez.
And then you have these astronauts who represent potentially space exploration. Obviously, that's what astronauts are. As Pete is a big fan of that. And you have these aliens. So, like, I think there could definitely be some foreshadowing there.
I'd like.
Yeah.
Kyle, thank you for the.
I think at this point we should also just expect that anything you can think of, there's a club for it in this universe.
Oh yeah.
Like literally anything.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine being in elementary school and there being a space club or a.
I mean, has there been a tech club yet? I feel like there hasn't,
No,
right?
I
So
feel
that's
like
gotta
Nail
come at
is-
some
No,
point.
Yuga is the tech club.
Yeah, but
What
I
about-
want like specifically.
I'd love a tennis club.
Prince
to
of
do that.
Tennis crossover.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or
Or we have
Connects GX,
Yes.
where it's the
Yep.
grandson of that kid. Is
Yeah,
now
the
in
grandson of the kid who jumped off the cliff after he lost.
He
to
didn't jump
Alexis.
off the cliff. He looked like he was about to, but he didn't.
It's heavily implied.
He did not.
He
I
never
for a
showed-
moment.
he
I said
never
that in the
shows
review,
up again.
I thought he was going to commit suicide.
In my head, he did. He never shows up again.
Now
In fact,
remember,
that's
he
my
was
next
on,
theory.
They said early on he was on par with Rio. You have to remember that.
Yeah, which is one of the craziest things. That's the same.
I love when you brought that up to me because obviously you haven't watched it in so many
Yeah, I
years.
forgot
And you're
they
like,
said
I
that.
can't believe they said that. I'm like, yeah, they did.
That is as crazy of a statement as people who said the Shadowverse anime was going to bankrupt the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise.
Yep.
That's as crazy of a
It's the
statement.
Yu-Gi-Oh killer, bro.
The Yu-Gi-Oh
Do
killer.
you know what I say to that, Joe?
The 2 point what?
Honey, wah, wah, wah.
You can really that's a valid response to anything, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, and we talked about this off screen, and I heard you say it in the beginning, is the Providence comment really is something you can use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
we
gonna
said that a
start
few
using
weeks
it.
ago,
Yeah.
where he's go, yeah, you want to come into work today? Ah, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it. And you get out of anything.
Yeah, and it works. It works.
It's like
I'm
when,
gonna try that tomorrow.
but you know when people used to do this like years ago, where YOLO, right?
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be that would be
I
just
really
YOLO,
I
right?
rode that
This
train.
is the new YOLO.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
the YOLO.
The Providence.
We
I
should
like
get this
that.
rolling.
Dylan
We
has
should.
YOLO tattooed on his thigh.
I have a YOLO shirt.
That was in his Providence.
Yeah, as we saw. As we saw. Damn it.
Dylan calls dinner supper and licks his lips every time he does. That's true.
Supper.
Excuse me?
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Okay.
Stop reading Barrett's comments.
Very,
Read someone
it makes me
else's.
very uncomfortable.
We have $10 from the Saxophone Beast.
Oh, thank you, saxophone.
Hey guys, just wanted to send support to the channel. Hope you're all having
Oh.
a good night. We'll listen tomorrow while at work.
Thank
That's
you.
really nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Saxophone
Awesome.
Beast, thank you so much.
you.
And to anyone that watches, because I know we always have a lot of people watching live, which is very appreciated. I know there's also a good amount of people that watch these or listen to these after they air. So if you're one of those people and you're listening to this on a Thursday or a Friday or a few days after we've done this, thank you for being a part of it, because even if you're not watching live, it's super appreciated to go back and listen and watch these podcasts. So thank you for that. And Saxophone Beast, that is a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good night. I hope you enjoy this playback.
That's very nice.
That's gonna be my
I
new
love it.
favorite
I
sound.
love it so much.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
I know. It's adorable.
It's the new Sevens thing that's going to annoy me now.
It's adorable.
Well, it could be that, or it could be I'm a seagull.
Oh, yeah.
We don't.
Now we need more sweets.
We need.
Kakako.
We need. It needs to be sing-songy.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why.
I would pay you $20 if the two of you come up with a song and that's the chorus.
What, honey, wah, wah,
I
wah?
think I could do that.
In. Done.
I'm done.
But it has to be a legitimate, like you need
Can
lyrics.
it be like a minute long, though? Like, can it be a shorter song?
I need 2 minutes.
Oh, we could. I could do 2 minutes.
What?
I need 2 choruses in there.
Okay.
That's fair.
So like
Yeah,
a
we'll
minute
cut-
40.
No. 2 choruses, but no, he said about 2 minutes.
Yeah, a minute 40.
We'll see how long. it is.
I think we could do 2:01.
Honey, wah, honey, wah, honey, wah, wah, wah.
So it's like the Shakira. This time for Africa.
I mean,
it's exactly like Shakira.
That's what he was singing. That's what he was singing.
You're comparing
Honey,
sweets.
wah,
You're
wah.
comparing Shakira to Sweets Kakako.
Yeah.
That might be the most insulting thing you've ever said about Sweets
I
Kakako.
knew it
Let's
was
not
coming.
go Shakira like that, bro. We have $15 from XLayer64.
Thank you, X-Lay was great.
X-Lay,
We got a
yeah.
Nick Yagi bet with him.
Oh God.
God.
Wait, no, we got Como Stars, everyone. Hope your day has been going really good.
Yes.
Really enjoyed the episode, and while Rook is in shock to see Yuga not entering, he still cares about Yuga. What Yuga is trying to do to let him become king of duels.
Yeah, and he realized it by the
Yeah.
end.
Yes.
They all care.
And that was so
At first, he wanted to kill him.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
even Roman, weirdly, I guess, I don't know, she kind of seemed the most shaken besides Rook of like, why doesn't Yuga want to join? Like, they
Yeah.
were concerned, which is
Yeah.
nice in their friendship, and
Yeah.
then they all came to their own reasons of why.
Which I think it's pretty it's very in character, especially with how when Yuga was depressed, they were like, oh, what's going on with Yuga? Like we feel like they felt like bad. Like everyone, all the characters feel empathy for each other, even though Rook's again a little emotionally inept, but he figures it out eventually. But they all are in tune with how the other's feeling. They care about what is there something going on with Yuga, and that's why he doesn't want to enter. So I can see Rook feeling that.
He's the most
I mean,
fascinating
Roman feeling that.
for me, just of where Yuga's going. Because like he pointed out in this episode again, he's not interested in being recognized as the creator of Rush Duels. He's not interested in the fame of a very public tournament and stopping his friends. He really, at the moment, seems like he just cares about spreading
Rush Duels.
kind of, Rush Duels, and in turn with Rush Duels, like happiness and just breaking free from what he sees as oppressive.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even care if he gets recognition for that, as long as it's done. It's very noble.
It's very like in a weird way. This sounds like the beginnings of like you're reading like a religious text and like he's like some kind of prophet.
I was thinking
he's like Buddha.
I was thinking early on for some reason I was like, it sounds very communist. And then I was like, no.
But like I get a very like we're reading like about Buddha, like not like wanting earthly possessions, and it's like this is all about
he's gonna go out and sit under a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm getting the vibe for.
There's gonna be art of
he's
that.
He's a young messiah.
He's a young messiah.
I love Yuga, man.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, X-Slayer, thank you for the very generous donation, man. Yeah, I like the episode a lot, and I think it was a really good episode for Rook. Really good episode for the crew. Really good episode for the crew. This arc so far has been very good for the main crew. I'm very interested to now see the new motivations and paths that all these characters are on, incorporated with the rest of the show and with the side characters. Very interested to see how it's going to play out. I think we'll see that next week. Probably, definitely when a certain character comes back, and we'll be talking about that very soon. But X-Slayer, thank you so much.
A certain character?
We'll see.
just you wait.
If he went to door to door in the night, it'd be a great thing.
Yuga, do you have a moment to talk about the word of our Lord and Savior, Rush Duels?
Oh my god.
But he's kind of he's
That's
spreading
what
the
his
word.
life becomes.
He's spreading the word.
Yeah,
Oh man,
it is.
So we have $5 from Ice Aiden. Would you like to see Tiger, Roa, and Nail as a team? That would be a pretty unstoppable team.
Yeah,
That would say
it
so much.
wouldn't even be fair.
It would be game breaking.
Yeah, I don't. Ice Aiden, thank you for the donation. The answer is yes. That'd be really cool. I don't see logically how that team would even come about.
Here, okay. However it comes about,
Because Roa's going to be with his band.
but it's down to them, and then it would be Yuga, Rook, and Asana. There's your other team.
I mean, our protagonists have to win.
So we're trying to balance out the scales a little bit.
So think about the dream matchups there, though. Honestly,
Rook Tiger.
you'd have. Well, I think you'd have Tiger Asana because they also have a history.
Okay.
But you could do Tiger Rook as well. But you have Tiger Asana. You have Rook versus Roa or Nail, and then you have Yuga in a rematch versus either of them.
It'd be pretty good.
I mean, those are great matchups.
Pretty good.
Yeah. We're gonna get some juicy matchups.
We
this
better.
arc. I mean, I really.
I'm
think
gonna riot if we don't.
Yeah, I really think we are. I can't wait.
Thank you, Ice Aiden.
Thank you, Ice Aiden. He's starting to lose it.
$666.
666 cents. Thank you for the $600 donation.
Well, I got tripped up again because his name is That Man.
That Man 666. Yeah, that man.
$6.66. He said, "I weigh," which I guess means rejoice.
Yeah.
For today, we praise the cowboy known as Nick Yagi and many more. Yes, we do.
That's it?
That's what I said.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good point.
Yeah, we do praise.
That man, thank you for the super chat.
Dude. Justice for Nick Yagi.
We need
And
to.
we got it.
You know what we need to
Not
do?
yet.
We need to get
We're getting
like Nick Yagi merch for Dylan to wear.
I would wear that.
I
I'd
can't
make
wait
him
for
a-
the emote. Can't wait.
It's not gonna happen. He's not gonna win a duel.
He will.
Hey Dylan,
That'll happen.
Dylan, if he wins the duel, can you wear like a cowboy hat?
Oh
Sure.
my god, yes.
Sure, if he wins the duel, I'll wear a cowboy
Yes,
hat.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh
and if
my
he loses,
God.
I'll wear the cowboy hat.
You
Well,
just wanna wear
he's
a
never
cowboy
gonna
hat.
duel. He's never gonna duel.
He's
Yes.
dueling in the tournament.
I think
He's got like 4 episodes until he duels.
10-gallon hat. And then you have to wear the whole stream. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, this is getting ridiculous. We have $5 from Electric Kevin. A good episode. Can't wait for this tournament to begin. Really hope Yuga is somehow a participant in this tournament. I
Yeah.
hope so too.
Thank you, Kevin. We are going to talk a lot about this tournament once we get to the summary for 43 and 44.
Yeah.
Because that's when the tournament's going to begin, and we'll have and rather than just blindly discussing it now, I think the summary is important for context. So we're definitely going to address that, Kevin, specifically when we talk summaries. I know you don't care about spoilers, and the spoilers are very minor anyway. So definitely stay for that. We're definitely going to address that, Kevin. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
We'll do maybe 2 more, and then we'll talk 43, 44.
Okay.
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 We have $5 from Shark King 101.
Thank you, Shark King.
Something is going to drag Yuga into the tournament.
There you go.
Watch his team be Yuga, Asana, and Roa, or Roa just adds Yuga to his team out of the blue.
Yeah.
Well, what if Roa and the drummer, whatever his name is, I forget.
Geta.
What if they have another falling out?
Maybe.
But he's back. I mean,
He confessed his love to Geta. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
get a chance. No.
Get a chance.
Well, they could always leave that other guy in the background.
Mimi-chan,
Ushido?
meet me there.
Yeah.
Mimi-chan.
We can't abandon Ushido.
Nah,
My
you
nose,
can't.
you
That's
know.
Geta. I hope they abandon him, dude. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I don't.
Wow.
Right, it's only three members of the band without Roman, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
So it makes sense that that's going to be Roa's team. Machine Cavalry Club, weird stuff's going on there, and we'll talk about that next. And then Nail is also the oddball here.
Well, doesn't he not have a dueling account anymore?
He doesn't, but
Does it matter?
does it matter? I feel like he can just
Rush duels, you get a new life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that
I
what
don't
that
know. You guys good?
Yeah, he's having fun over here.
All right. But thank you, Shark King. I really appreciate it. And we're going to talk again a lot more about the tournament after this next donation.
Another $5 from XSlayer64.
Thank you,
So,
X-Slayer.
Why do I have this strange feeling that Goha is going to force Yuga to team up with Roa and Asana for the tournament for some reason? Possibly.
Could be a very
Yeah,
unfair
we
team.
don't know. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, I
talk
wonder
about
what,
how
I wonder
we
what the
think that
motive
could
there would be. I mean, that team would be ridiculous.
It'd
Well,
be
maybe
amazing.
maybe all well, no, Asana said she's gonna do it, right? She said in like the episode that she was excited for the tournament.
She did
Yeah.
say she was excited for the tournament.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe like the three of them end up not doing it and they throw them in for some reason. But,
But Goa can't force people to duel.
but like,
Yeah,
what
so
if
I don't know, I'm
like
not
what if
doing
like a team doesn't show or whatever the thing may be, and they're there and somehow like Mimi forces them to do it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Good. President Drone.
she
maybe?
beats someone in a duel and says, "All right, now you guys have
Or
to
maybe
perform in the tournament."
Yeah.
It could be a
Yeah,
possibility.
I mean, the thing is, everything's a possibility, and Yuga's really... Yuga and Nail... Actually, Yuga and Nail are the odd ones out right now. But if they joined a team together, I mean, the team would be ridiculous.
Well, would Ron's be the third then?
Yeah, I guess. I'd bring him down a bit. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Well, it probably would.
Nice.
I mean, as a
Yeah.
duelist.
She's a good duelist.
She's an okay duelist. She hasn't won yet, but she's an okay duelist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like saying Shingo from Mark 5. I think he went 0-9. Good duelist.
Well, I mean, that's
Never
a
won.
little
Wow.
different. I don't know.
I mean,
You
Brave
I
Max
feel like
got one.
every episode is
Shot.
somehow
Would
our
you say-
five slander every week.
Would you say Aoi was a good duelist?
No, I wouldn't. I did a whole video on her character.
She deserved better. I think
She
she was
did
a fine
deserve
duelist.
better.
Her matchups were just tough.
Yeah, no, she was a fine duelist. Yeah.
Exactly.
it's kind of like when you're in the NFC West and every team is really
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
So you may have a bad record but still be a good team. And then the opposite is like when you're the Giants and you have a chance to win your division because your entire division is crap.
Yes.
That might be the realest thing you've ever said in your life.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the realest thing I ever wrote.
Or like you're the Jets, and no matter who you play, you're gonna lose because you're
Well,
horrible.
you're
But I
bad.
guess that
Yeah.
could be wrong, but we don't know that yet.
That would be
No, no,
like
yeah.
that would be like
Listen. I'm a big proponent of winning and losing is not everything when it comes to a character. But I think when it comes to ability as a duelist, I think that's a different story.
Sure.
We've seen plenty of characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, Emma, I think, is a pretty decent example where their dueling ability is not really the main focal point of their
No,
character.
you can say the same thing
Absolutely.
about Akira.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about Akira's Aizen. Absolutely. I mean,
Absolutely.
he never won a
Kusanagi, too.
duel. Kusanagi too. Yeah, there's plenty of characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where winning and losing isn't really that important.
No, it's not.
But I don't look at Akira's Aizen and say he was a good duelist.
No.
I mean,
no, but you say he was a good
I
character.
mean, in the right. I think Akira
Right.
was one of my favorite characters in
So
France.
now, what was it, Shingo?
Shingo.
Would you say that he's a good character?
No, I was.
I don't think he wanted to answer that.
I don't like. I was not a big fan of Shingo.
Wow.
I wasn't a big fan of Shingo.
Wow. I can't wait to review that show.
Listen. He's not in my top 10.
Does he have to go?
Shingo's got to go.
Okay.
He's not in my top 10. I wasn't a fan of him. He was
There's
a
a lot of slander there.
very comedic character.
The Japanese engineer.
No, not the Japanese engineer. Sawatori.
Oh, okay.
That guy. You can just tell by his picture, bro.
I wish that sometimes
He's
the
pretty
things
cool,
we
I don't-
search could just pop up on the bottom for a few seconds. Just-
Listen, let's not make this a Shingo stream, okay? You guys haven't even seen Arc 5, so there's nothing to
Can
bounce
we
off.
make a Shingo stream?
No, we can't. You can on your channel if you want.
I like his English name, Silvio.
Silvio, yeah.
I know Silvio.
They changed Yuzu's name to Zuzu.
Why?
Oh.
There's like Revolver to Varys.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if it's debuting in America now, I mean, we love guns, so it makes no sense why we can't do that.
Yeah, right.
But all right.
I don't know.
Guns don't.
All right.
You think he's like Calibro?
No. Not enough talent.
Actually,
No, I don't know. And like we're like your guy, and we're just like
That would kind of be like almost like my hair is going.
It's
right
actually
now.
not a bad point though. Okay.
That's more like Dylan when he has the wig on.
Can we learn more about Shingo's crew?
can we have you cosplay as Shingo and wear the crew?
I think we're getting out of hand.
The Shingo talk needs to stop.
It's gotta go.
The Shingo talk needs to stop.
Wrong show.
Did you finish X Slayer's?
Yeah, I did. That was it.
Okay.
And we were
Somehow you got onto Shingo.
All right, X Slayer. Thank you.
No, I didn't. I mean,
Not you.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna just go over the 43 summary.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So this is the 43 summary and cast list.
Okay.
That's you just spit on my arm, bro.
Honey, wah wah wah.
This is why the four of us are not together no more.
Am I technically vaccinated? The Goa Rush
Halfway there.
Duel Team Battle Royale tournament has finally begun. If you don't want spoilers, you can. This is probably the time to get off.
Give him a couple seconds.
Yuga comes to the venue to cheer on Luke. Yuga comes to the venue to cheer on Luke, Gakuto, and Roman. Luke then urges Yuga to take Asana's place since she was not able to take part in the tournament. That's when a man from the crowd challenges Yuga to a duel. The cast is Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Otis,
Okay.
President Drone and Mimi, Secretary, Sweets Kakako, Silhouette Man, Asana, Galleon, Schwer, Dove, and extras.
I hate that Shore
So,
and Dove. are-
Initial thoughts
hold on,
there.
Did Rook say to Yuga to take Asana's place?
Rook urges Yuga to take Asana's place since Asana was not able to take part in the tournament.
So does that put Yuga potentially
It would put
on
Yuga
Galleon
and Schwer
Schwer's team?
if Yuga accepted that
Can I
position.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who's the voice actor of Schwer? Do we know?
Sato Yugo. I don't think he's been in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I'm sure.
before.
But do you think that there's some mannerisms by the words he sometimes says that reminds you of Pegasus?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of the things
Yeah.
he like ends his sentences
No,
with,
I've never thought about it, but I can 100% understand.
Yeah, and I figured it wasn't that voice actor because I would imagine that voice actor is probably legendary, given that status of
yeah, he's
Duel Monsters.
definitely older too.
But
yeah.
it just sounds in some ways
Wait,
like it.
who-
Like I
which
wonder if
character?
he,
Oh, I can see that.
Schwartz,
and
like I wonder if he emulated some of his like acting stuff off of
His
watching.
mannerisms.
I could
Yeah.
see where you're coming from that way. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I can 100%
That was a random
see
plot.
that. 100% see that. I like that actually a lot. You know what I'm going to start doing?
What
I
are you
think
gonna do?
for a better viewing. When we talk about the summaries, I'll just put it up on screen as well.
I
Oh,
like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I
This guy
haven't.
right here.
Wow.
But Nick, but you guys talk about your initial thoughts. No Asana in this tournament. Asana is
Yeah.
out. I'm not sure why. Any theories there? They maybe don't want her to participate
She
in
was
it. Maybe
assassinated.
maybe well, I don't think she was killed, but maybe because she failed in her job to destroy Rush Duels. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, maybe because of her connection to Goha, she doesn't join. Because maybe not everyone it's
Like she
not
feels
even
guilty.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's not even confirmed that like the other people at Goha 6th know that that's also part of her plan.
Mm-hmm.
That like Goha the
So
Goha
she wants to
drone.
distance herself so that
That she's not like either seen there by the drone or that she's not taking part in this because maybe she knows that there is a bigger picture to this.
Okay.
right.
So maybe she comes like to the place with them and goes, I can't do this. Like I can't be here or something
Right.
along those lines. And then now they ask Yuga to take over, which could also in turn somehow end up having them team up instead
Right.
if they're both not participating, you know? So I think that could be a possibility as well.
Yeah. Rather than having them having to go up like head to head, like it would help.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm still kind of unsure how to feel about it.
Also,
'Cause we
just a
don't know
random
enough.
man in the crowd is challenging.
Yeah.
Yuga
That's
to-
got to be Silhouette Man, right? There's a Silhouette
Yes.
Man on the cast list who's being voiced by a legendary voice actor, someone who's been in the industry since
No, he is. We went through his
No,
pedigree.
no, I thought it was something else.
someone who's been in the
That
industry
makes sense.
since 1988, I believe. So he's a 66-year-old man, so I imagine he's going to be playing an older character.
Right.
But we get him, We get Otis is back. I mean, this episode is shaping up to be a very fascinating episode.
It could be someone that.
What do you make of Otis returning?
Well, I was gonna say I think it could be someone that maybe has a connection to Otis.
I was gonna say that.
And
yeah.
I think maybe that's where Otis comes into play. Like, Otis is there at the tournament, or when this guy steps up, that's what brings Otis into the scene. You know, like, he comes in as well.
He was Yuga before Yuga. Silhouette Man. Like, not literally. But
okay,
like,
okay.
what if Otis?
That's believable.
What if Otis is he's maybe, let's say he's just a hologram, right? He was called the Hologram Man at one point, right? What if that programming we're assuming was from, like, super, super recent? We know there's some ties there with the whole Roa thing, but I don't know. There could be, all this could be, what I'm saying, is a mirage, right? We only know certain things through flashbacks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that Otis maybe was there, right? Like, maybe he was just a construct that everyone thought was a real person, but it wasn't. And maybe he's existed here for, like, a long time.
Right.
Maybe there's a history here.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's possible.
Instead of, like, 7 years ago when we think all this happened.
Do you want to know what
The
Dylan...
out-crack theory.
Do you want to know what Dylan said to me when he first read that to me about the Silhouette Man? He goes, dude, stands up, and it's Yusaku.
That'd be crazy.
What do you do?
It's crazy.
I did say that. I don't actually believe.
No, there's no way.
No, he believes it.
Yeah, I think it's more likely to be probably like Jack Atlas. So.
Maybe
his DUEL in this universe.
Yeah, see?
Dude,
It is.
If it was him, I'd freak out, dude.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I would too.
You know what I would say to that, though?
What would you say?
Honey, wah, wah, wah.
It comes out of the crowd. Spotlight comes on.
you-
Shingo. Right out of the
Oh,
crowd.
my God.
You guys didn't even know this character existed.
Yep, you're right.
No, yeah.
At least call him by the name they call him in the show, 0-9 Shingo. I mean, come on.
I just like Shingo, I think.
It's to the point.
They
you
just
know?
call him Owen.
Uh,
'Cause he's 0-9.
You guys are pains. Listen.
What are your thoughts?
I'm disappointed would be unfair to say. I am a little disappointed. I would have really liked to see Asana duel.
Yeah.
I hope that we see Nail duel as well. I'm just worried that with Nail and Asana specifically, they're going to go down a route where we just never see them duel again for power scaling purposes because they were the bosses of these arcs.
I find that hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe as well. So I think I'm going to be wrong about that, and I hope I'm wrong. Roa was also the boss of one of the arcs, and Roa is going to be back. We know that he's on the cover of Dynamic Eternal Live, and we have the 44 summary that we're going to go over as well. But you know what? I think that there's going to be a really interesting reason as to why Asana is being banned, and I'm really interested to see what that reason is. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame the show for doing it. I'm going to get mad at Goha, as the viewer should, for barring her from competing in the tournament. Unless it's a personal decision, which if it's a personal decision, maybe it's the same reason as Yuga in the sense that she believes it's a trap as well, or she just doesn't want to participate in anything that Goha does because she hates what Goha Corporation is. But then again, if that was the case, wouldn't her aides follow her? Wouldn't Galliant and Schwartz follow her?
Wouldn't it be great to kind of win and be like a big kind of FU? I mean, what's the last thing Goha probably wants to do is tout someone from a family they hate as the winner, and probably her face would be everywhere, all over the city. Like, that's probably the last thing they would want.
Yeah,
so if I'm Asana, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to stick it to you. I am going to win.
Absolutely. And even though, the reason before I said I was a little disappointed, it's very unfair for me to even say that, is because Asana just dueled 4 episodes ago. So, like, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot more characters that have done a lot less in the recent
Absolutely.
past,
And so I think I just like Asana so much, but I'm, even though it slightly disappoints me, I definitely do not think that that's bad show writing at all. I think you can be disappointed by something but still say it's not bad for the story. I don't think it's bad for the story. I'm eager to see Asana duel again personally, but I hope that it will happen. I just hope that her and Nail don't get the Roa treatment and we have to wait another 28 episodes before they even show up.
Right.
Yeah.
But she had a decent role in this episode, so I don't think
that's just the risk, though. As I said earlier,
so many characters.
When you have a show with so many characters, it's
easy to
it's interesting and it's great for world building. But it sacrifices personal moments of spending with those characters, especially when their arc is over.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I'm very excited to see the reason. Silhouette Man, it's weird that he's debuting the same episode that Otis is back. It makes you believe that there's a tie-in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that tie-in could be, unless it's also a former Goha employee. I mean, your thoughts of... What was your theory? Your theory was kind of that this was like the physical form of Otis.
I mean, it's a crack theory. I mean,
I don't hate that theory.
We do it all the time here. I'm just.
Oh, yeah, I don't hate the theory.
It's hard at the moment that I'm very skeptical of everything Goha related, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I trust our team. I even trust Asana's group. I even trust Neil, but
I don't fully trust him.
no, and that's fine. But like anything with Goha, I can't really trust.
Yeah,
especially with the President Drone, and I mean he's cool with just killing people, right? And we've seen that already. So who's to say that any of what's going on with Hologram Man isn't a lie? I mean, what if one of those old theories we had, what if Hologram Man really isn't against Goha? What if that's still in the plans of this has all been, a mirage to trick Yuga, to do something, whatever Goha is pulling all the strings.
Yeah, I don't trust Otis either. It's funny because what the show has done a really good job of, like, I trust Mimi quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I feel like I shouldn't trust Mimi because of the position that she's in right now.
But you know what type of person she is.
Yeah, and the show's done a very good job of building up Mimi to be that sort of character. And now she's in this role where you're like, what are you going to do, though? You have all the power here, and there's something uncomforting about that, which I like. I think the show's done a really good job with her. We are going to make our predictions on Yuga versus Mysterious Man.
Mysterion.
Right now, Pete is in first. I am, I believe, 3 points behind him, and I am a point ahead of Nick T and Cal, who are fighting for third. So we are all going to make our predictions, Yuga versus Silhouette Man. I urge you to send in your predictions as well. YuGioHPickem at gmail.com. You can type in !Pick'em, P-I-C-K-E-M into the chat, and the link for the email will come up. You can copy and paste and just shoot me over your pick. The winner of the contest gets a brand new PlayStation 5, a brand new Xbox, or a brand new Nintendo Switch. So please participate, especially if you're in that top tier right now. Participate, win a gaming console, have some fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of top people up there.
Yeah, the standings are pretty great.
7 of us or so.
Yeah, I know Blue Maiden, a user named James, a few other. I think Electric Kevin's up there. Yeah. Zone. Yeah, we have a few.
It's been fun.
Helen and G. Yeah, it's been very fun.
Could Pete win it all?
He could. He's first.
Doesn't matter anyway.
He's tied for top spot right now.
It's just, it's just bragging rights.
Actually, you are top spot overall because of the tie break. Pete is top spot overall because of the tie break. Most picks is the tie break. So 31-5 beats 31-3.
Right.
Yeah. We encourage participation.
Of course.
So.
No, as you
That's
should.
good.
Yeah. So it's not best record percentage wise, which is a little weird, but.
Oh, Goose, that's such a good point.
All right, are you guys ready for your picks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, send.
Yeah, I mean, that was, God, man.
Someone didn't pick. They just wrote, Honey, wah, wah, wah.
No, I put the pick in front of the.
Oh, did you? Oh, you did. You did. I didn't see that. I saw the honey, wah, wah, wah. All right, we've all submitted our picks. Want me to start this one?
Yeah. Why don't you start us off?
All right, Yuga Silhouette Man. I'm picking Yuga. I don't think people should stress too much about this one. I've seen a lot of people, especially in my Discord and on Twitter, say that they feel like Yuga might lose this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a pretty comfortable pick for me. I didn't really sweat this one as I have with the past few duels, including Gakuto Ranze. That was one I was very unsure of. But to me, the start of this arc has been Roman getting a big win, Gakuto getting a big win, Rook getting a big win. Yuga's going to win here. There's no way that Yuga is going to lose a second time to a mysterious character with everyone watching. Right? You have to imagine this is during the opening ceremonies. Everyone's going to be watching, or at least a lot of people are going to be watching. And because Yuga is coming off a loss, I can't see them giving him another loss. It would just be crazy to me. We can actually thank Roman for beating Yuga, because if Yuga beat Roman, this pick would be much more difficult for me because of Yuga's tendency to lose at the beginning of arcs. He lost to Rook, 2 episodes into the first arc. He lost to Nail. That was more towards the end. And he lost to Asana very early on in that arc. Yuga loses, and Roman the first episode of this arc. Yuga loses early in these arcs. He's never lost more than once in an arc. I can't see him losing here. I think that would be crazy to an unknown silhouette mysterious character. I know the allure of a mysterious character makes people a little weary because he could get blindsided, which I get. But even based on the preview, Yuga seemed very happy. There was a shot with his Sevens Road Monsters where they all seemed like they were cheering and they all seemed pumped up. This is a pretty comfortable one for me. I think Yuga's going to win. I'm pretty confident about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll hop in, and I also picked Yuga, and in a much less descriptive and a lot of meaning behind my pick, he's not losing 2 in a row. That's basically what I based it
I think that's
off
good
of.
enough logic, to be honest.
You're not going to have him come in, lose to Roman, and then come in and lose to somebody we've never seen before. Like, unless this somebody we've never seen before is, like, the next greatest villain in all the land. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree. Yeah, like at face value, yes. Like I think, yeah. Again, no shot. He's gonna lose twice in a row. It just wouldn't make sense, you know. And secondly, like even from like try to like to sort of zoom in on the situation, like this man in a crowd, whoever he is, clearly calling Yuga out for whatever reason. This is Yuga's time to shine. You know, really show him what he's about, what Rush Duels are all about. Really be the embodiment of Rush Duels and take a win home. That's what I thought. All you.
God. Yeah, I picked Yuga as well. It's not only that I don't see him losing 2 in a row, it's that is more likely than Silhouette Man, who, to beat him, would have to become an extremely relevant character in my mind to justify doing that. And so, because I can't see that happening and the odds of that are so low, I gotta go with Yuga. But my question is, and why I was laughing earlier, will he do the Silhouette Challenge when he comes out of the crowd?
What is the Silhouette Challenge?
Look it up.
It's on TikTok.
Is it 17 rated?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
You want me to describe it to you?
Oh, those yours? I thought they were Nick T's. I'm sorry. Yeah, describe
I'm wearing
it to me.
glasses already. It's basically like a sort of like an empowerment thing where it's like, you know, bring up sexual confidence, like someone like they'll like show themselves in like plain clothes and then the lights go off and red lights go up and then you just see them like in a silhouette of like something either like more revealing or whatever the case
There's
may
also
be.
funny ones.
So
as
it's
well.
like, yeah, there are a lot of funny ones, but the idea is like that like they're able to express themselves in like a more revealing nature while also not really.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about body positivity.
Is body positivity.
These kids and their TikToks.
I know, dude.
It makes you guys
Well,
sound
it's 18
like
plus.
18 years older than us.
Okay, boomer.
I am
Whatever you say.
I'm Team Vine forever. You know that.
No, I love
well,
Vine. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
dead.
Yeah.
It's dead, bro.
You can't be Team Vine and Team TikTok.
Could be
Well, I
team-
graduated.
hell.
Yeah, we
That's
were.
fair. Well, you transferred.
Yeah, I see what's alive and what isn't.
Oh, we didn't trend. Yeah, we just went.
Now,
along
if
with it.
Vine 2 came back like they promised us, I'd
Yeah,
be right
then
over
be
it.
right
I'm
on
still
that.
waiting for Vine too.
It's
You're
not
holding,
happening.
still holding out for it.
I'm
Right?
still holding
Yeah.
out for it. So we all picked Yuga. Make sure you submit your picks to the email in the description. Again, we're just for fans. You don't have to take our word verbatim.
No, not at all.
But I feel pretty good about this one. It's going to be a very interesting episode. But we got to talk the 44 summary as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the 44 summary is pretty nuts. It's short. Let me know when you guys are ready for it.
That's funny.
You're pretty nuts.
Yeah, we real quick.
I'm ready.
Concleaves. TikTok. I'm so sick of these freaking kids making music in their goddamn basements and blowing up.
I know.
I
me
feel
too.
yeah.
Me too, man.
I want to be one of those kids blowing up after making music.
And I could ride the coattails of
Exactly.
you having
Yeah,
success.
and we would all come up with
You know
it.
what's kind of annoying?
What?
I feel like we were too old. I mean, yeah, we were like maybe too young to be like Vine famous.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No,
But-
we just weren't. Let's just be honest. We just weren't creative enough.
I know.
Let's just be honest.
No, but like I feel like when Vine started, social media was too young
Yeah.
for us to get Vine famous as easily as people are becoming TikTok
I know.
famous. I think is the right way to put it. But now we're too old to be
Yeah.
TikTok famous. You know.
I still think. I
You're
mean,
right.
everybody, man.
I
There's
don't know.
There's people older than us that become huge. We just need something to start.
But like our age group,
I'm just saying we missed the boat.
we're a little too old and too young to be in that next level of people that are like famous. Like the people that you say are older than us, they're like
Mid-tier.
they're like parents that are famous for doing like dad things or like mom
No,
things.
I know a bunch
feel
of guys
like.
our age like making a bunch of stupid like jokes.
I feel like they're all in college.
We need,
Yeah,
to,
they're
there's a
all
guy.
young.
we need
There's a
to
guy.
find something.
Yeah, who
I
goes,
feel like they're younger.
Shiosei says I should make one, so I have one. I'm just gonna post to it. I should post. You know,
Yeah,
what? I'm gonna
I
take
have
I'm-
one too.
you
I
know
just
what?
don't.
She's inspired me. I'm gonna.
It's you.
Nick, you should as a musician.
I know.
It's you
use it.
singing
what,
like
um,
legitimate.
EJ does it.
Yeah, and Christian too.
Yeah.
I want you to be singing a legitimate music covers, but it's a green screen in the background. Change it to something that fits nothing about what the music.
Can I borrow
is.
your green screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm
that'd
gonna
be
do.
funny. Like you're just playing like a really sad song, but you're on like Mustafar.
Or I'm doing like a ride along with of a roller coaster, like a Six
Yeah.
Flags roller
That would be
coaster.
so good.
I
I'm
could.
Mustafa.
Shadow Realms is a good point. I could just make an OnlyFans.
Dude, I would sub.
I would sub.
Especially if you wear the
Respectful.
glasses like this.
But no, see, if I did an OnlyFans, I would wear that goat mask the whole time.
That
You
would
want
be
it?
good. That would be good.
I think people. There's.
I don't want to wear it now. I got a haircut today, and I don't want to mess it up.
Joe, he's looking good.
You want to wear it next day?
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Yeah.
We can move on.
I had it on last.
Yeah, you want to? You have the
Oh,
summary.
I want,
I feel like we derailed. Hold on.
Summary
I'll put the
44?
glasses on after.
Hey,
Okay.
they know what they sign up for.
Oh, I can't see a thing.
You have to put the glasses on the nose like an old man, and you
Exactly.
can see through them.
Oh,
Oh my
that's...
god. No, but I can't actually
Yeah.
see through the mask.
You can't?
No, that's a not seeable mask.
I thought I saw through it.
Well, no,
no,
you-
maybe
And you're Superman.
you don't need to see, Nick. There's nothing you have to read.
All right, let me. Are you guys ready for the 44
ready.
summary?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go to
we're ready.
44.
Episode 44.
That's perfect.
Dissonance. Roa and his team interrupt the tournament's opening ceremony. In order to achieve his goal, he challenges Mimi to a duel. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
We willed Mimi-chan into existence.
Meet me there. Meet me there. Mimi-chan.
Oh, we
Meet
did
me
it.
there.
We did it.
I believe it was when we had Entame on this stream
Yeah.
that I sang that song for the
I
first
saw her
time.
on Twitter. She was fangirling.
Oh
it
my
up.
god, she was going pumped.
I was fangirling.
I
it
was
up.
fangirling too.
I've been calling for this for like 20
When
weeks.
I saw that, I literally ran up these stairs. I ran down my street. I mean, I was going nuts.
Yeah. And
Shirt
you
was
just got
off.
out of the
Hitting pots and pans.
I was going nuts. And actually, I think it was Entame who posted like a meme with like Roa with like a steel chair. Like, oh god,
Yes.
it's Roa. Yeah. So I thought
Thank God.
it would actually be great for someone to do a video of like, and who could the opponent be? And then Miniscape
Oh my
starts
God.
playing,
Oh my
and it's
God.
Roa's theme
Please.
music. That'd be a great
Oh
also
my
meme.
God.
Wait, do you have the source clip for that? Because I'll try to do it.
I think I have the source clip. I've got it. I can't really take you seriously.
I'm gonna take this off.
Yeah, take it off.
It's better on the screen because he looks like he's the
I
grandfather
know.
goat.
I know. You don't look that intimidating with the glasses.
I know that's the point. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be intimidating.
That was good.
Okay. Listen. Roa is back.
I'm so happy, dude.
We might get Meet Me There, Mimi Chan.
I know.
If he sings an insert song
Then we
and
know.
it's Meet Me There, Mimi Chan,
This might become my favorite Yugioh show ever.
I'm
I'll just
sorry,
say it.
but that means that there is definitely
Someone
someone
that
watching.
watches this, yeah, no. Then it's
There has to be that. Then they are actively, we should be footnotes to the studio.
I am so excited for this episode. All
I'm so
seriousness,
pumped.
though.
No,
I really am.
I think
What are
it's
your
gonna be-
thoughts? I mean, we've wanted Roa back for a long time.
I'm
yeah,
excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have Roa back. I'm excited to see Mimi duel again, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting matchup. We know Mimi loves Roa as an artist.
Exactly. So she
Um,
might fangirl a little bit.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, this is the
Mimi's
first time we see
eyes.
Mimi dueling while she's in this new role. This is vitally important.
This is let's not lose the fact that this is a massive duel with
Also
massive
gonna be
implications.
pretty
Yeah,
hard to pick,
exactly.
in my opinion.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be difficult to. Actually, I feel pretty confident about who's going to win.
Really, because here's my angle to it.
Yeah.
I think President Drone, I mean, he's a wild card,
He's a
right?
wild card.
Or it's a wild card, I should say. And so, what if
Yeah, we don't
Mimi
pretend to
doesn't
throw
have the
out.
talent enough to defeat Roa, but he could give knowledge, or he could interrupt somehow, or do something that affects Roa's dueling in it. So I feel like that wild card makes this really hard to pick.
Well, that's the question, though. Will Mimi be dueling as Mimi, or will she be dueling as the Goha
It's gotta be
president?
as the president.
And how does Roa know that Mimi is the president. That's not public
Because
knowledge.
it's so obvious. I mean, it's so obvious, right? We're going to play on the joke in the episode that she's going to think everyone doesn't know that the president has changed. And everyone is going to be aware that it's clearly Mimi. That's going to be the joke of the episode.
I don't know. I think it goes a little deeper than that. I think Ro has figured it
That's a
out
good
somehow.
point, though. I mean, it is a good point because obviously he's shrunk about the president has shrunk about like 3 feet, 4 feet, maybe 3 feet. So like yeah, I do think Pete's right about the fact they're probably going to play in the joke that it's clear that it's a different president, but she's going to pretend that no one notices that. But to your point, yeah, I mean I think Ro probably has some insight. Ro, he's a way of knowing things.
He also has a way of getting to your heart.
Yeah, he's
And
very good.
he
at
could
that.
distract Mimi in that duel.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Because
probably
she's
will.
fangirl.
He'll
probably will.
strum that guitar once and she'll be like, honey, wah, wah, wah.
I mean, just look what he did for Getta. I mean, he's singing that song and Getta just like crying.
He was
He
mesmerized.
was mesmerized. And
I was
and then he
mesmerized.
lets go, and that's it. He just falls into the abyss.
I've missed Roa so much, man. I've been calling for this, if you've been watching this podcast, for like literally 20 weeks now. I mean, I could not wait for him to come back. And so when I saw Entame write about that on Twitter, I was just like, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, finally.
Yeah.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. He's returning.
Colin, that would be a dangerous game. He said take a shot every time Cal says honey, wah, wah, wah.
You'd be wasted.
Right now, I'm blacked out, probably.
Yeah, we'd all be wasted.
Maybe dead.
So,
That's a good point, Alan. The summary, he said, does not mention president.
it doesn't.
So, could she be dueling herself? I mean, we have to see for the preview.
There's a
What's
chance.
exciting is Ro is going to be using his new ace that we're getting in Dynamic Eternal Live, and Mimi is probably going to use that prison god Diane Keto. That monster is something, let me tell you.
What is it? Why is it something?
Well, trust me. It's an interesting monster.
I don't like
So I'm very excited just to see that
that.
monster.
Is it aesthetically pleasing?
I would say it's very aesthetically pleasing.
You're gonna have to show us later.
So I did a video on it. I can send you the video.
Okay, please send me the video.
Yeah.
Or
I
can we
don't
just
know. I
like
usually
can we
don't.
forego the video and you can just show
Yeah, I
me?
usually don't watch any videos on your channel.
Nick, I'll show you, Pete. Nick T has to watch the video.
All right,
That's
cool.
fair.
Yeah.
You know he doesn't watch.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Well, that's why I'm going to send it to him. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it.
I got you, bro.
You're a good
I
friend.
do watch it. I actually watched the recently watched the I We Deserve Better video.
Oh, really?
And it's in my liked videos.
Oh, well,
man.
thank you,
You're
man.
welcome.
It's the first video of mine he's ever liked.
I literally
Not
was thinking the
first, but
same
it's the
thing.
first in
3
3
years.
years.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
Wow. At least he's honest.
He's very honest. He's an honest man. I like him.
Yeah.
Keep him around more. So, how do you see this duel playing out? Very early on.
You asking me to make a prediction?
We don't have to make a prediction, but if you had to pick.
I'm not asking you to make a prediction, but if you had to predict who would win the
if you
duel,
had to pick, you would pick against Roa's big return. Really?
No, I have to see the preview next week to see if the drone is there
Yeah.
or it is Mimi.
That's fair.
'Cause
That's fair.
That changes
And the
it.
castless.
It changes it for me.
Yeah.
It really does.
I mean, this is a big duel because if Roa does,
Lose again?
well, if Roa loses again, that's horrible. And then also if he beats and defeats the drone president,
Wait.
that's monumental.
That's
Yeah,
right?
because
That's huge.
it would be in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
monumental.
Goha. I mean, if it's President Goha can't like lose in front of
Especially so early on.
instead of crowds of people. I mean, yes, like from a plot perspective, so early on, but from like a reality perspective, like in front of a crowd of people,
It'd
that'd
be a big
dead.
deal.
It'd be a huge deal for the
Yeah.
company.
And they're already hurting
Yeah.
from everything that's happened.
Yeah, which Mimi said at the beginning of 41.
Yeah. Are you guys worried this tournament's not actually going to happen? Because
Yeah.
now the next 2 episodes are stalling episodes, right? Yuga versus this mystery guy, and now Roa interrupting the opening ceremonies. If this arc ends at 52, like we have to assume that it will, it might not, but we have to assume that it will, and the tournament starts at 45, can they get through a whole tournament in 6-7 episodes?
They could, but we wouldn't be focusing on one duel per episode. We'd be doing a cuts
Montage.
here, cuts there,
Yeah.
you know, like that.
Yeah.
Yagi winning. Be great.
yeah, what if Nick Yagi won in an off-screen duel?
That still counts.
Well, we haven't set the parameters on that, whether
It's
it has
gonna
to be
count.
off screen. Well, I
If
don't
the
know it
show
would count.
says he won, that counts.
I don't know if it would count though.
It does.
It might be a push.
I don't think about that. I think you're nervous.
Yeah, I gotta talk to X later. Yeah, but anyway, guys, Roa is back definitely a lot to get excited about. Next week, the episode is going to be pretty lit between
Well, it's more related to.
Yeah, I saw.
between I can't actually remember who's dueling next week. Yuga versus Silhouette Man.
Yes.
Otis is back, so it's going to be good. A lot of good stuff to look forward to.
Year.
Want to read out the rest of the comments?
Yes.
Okay.
One sec. Actually, I'm not gonna I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna respond to this in person because we were talking about the spelling of Haniwa, and Shiose comes in with Haniwa is a style of ancient Japanese statue that Kokoko is modeled after. You can Google it, and I looked it up, and it makes sense because Kokoko is like ancient, tied to ancient civilization. The statue, like the art, it makes sense.
I love how much like
really cool.
The research
yeah,
they do for
that's-
this show.
it's very impressive, man.
Yeah, there's like these like cultural tie-ins there that are really cool.
See, now I wish I knew more about Japanese culture,
Right.
and then I could appreciate it more.
We got
Facts.
That's our fault.
no printer.
That is our fault.
Yeah.
They don't teach us that stuff.
And you don't want to even go to Japan. So that's your
I never
fault.
said that. I'd go to Japan.
I do.
It's expensive. It's expensive.
I'll go.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Nixie.
Thank you,
Thank you.
I'll move
Yeah,
there.
it's-
All right.
Were you imitating me?
Yes.
You're making fun of me for saying it's expensive. It is expensive.
Yeah,
It's not
I
cheap.
think multiple times. Don't lie in front of the audience. You said I don't really have an interest in going.
How
to
many
Japan."
lives-
That I actually never
How
said.
many
literally
lives
what you
do you
said.
have?
I.
How many lives?
How many? How many?
Is this a trick question?
No.
I have one.
You have
Exactly.
one life.
And the place
So
of
you're
Yugioh,
gonna not go to Japan?
But a huge part of your life is Pokemon. All you don't want to see it once.
I never said that I
There's
did
a
not want to go to
Nintendo-
Japan.
There's a Nintendo.
Nintendo World.
Yeah.
I know Nina actually sent it to me today. It looks great.
Seriously, I said that. I said that. I saw when you wrote that you wanted people at the end of the year to go to Japan.
So let's go to Japan. We're
I'm
going
totally
to, we're going
with
to
Let's
Japan
go to
with that.
Japan.
Yeah.
Pen. Let's go.
Okay,
to
I'm
And
down to go
we
to
have a
Japan.
friend and a translator.
You know, I'm
I don't know if
absolutely.
we would put her through that, but
You probably do it.
yeah.
I am
I
down.
wouldn't expect it.
I am
And then
down
we
to
try to stumble through it
Japan.
ourselves as well.
And then we get
Like,
lost.
I think this is the bathrooms, but I'm not sure.
I'm
They
down.
go
I'm,
back to
I'm
the
down to
kitchen.
go. I'm down to go. Okay, I
All
said
right.
it.
Okay, there.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank you.
It's on
All right.
video.
I
I'm
just.
gonna start
Well,
reading.
I never said I was. Oh my god.
All right, I'll put together the Google Doc. We'll start playing.
All right, we're going to Japan
Well, we can't right now.
right now.
Why not?
We'll wait till we're,
pandemic.
we'll
I already
wait till
bought the
we're
ticket-
back.
tickets.
Oh well, dude, I'm gonna be vaxxed by May, so.
All right. Have fun.
Oh, that's a good idea, Shadow.
I can't get an
If we
appointment.
did it in December, we do Jump Festa from Japan.
That'd be
oh my
nuts.
god, that'd be
that
so
would
good.
be kind of lit.
It would be.
You'd
lit.
have to admit it.
You could get a table over there, you know.
It would be lit. Oh yeah, they'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be lit.
Us idiot Americans
Us
don't know anything that's going on.
So what do we think's
would
going on?
We would still have to wait for people elsewhere to translate what's going on.
We'll work it out.
I think they said Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not sure. My god.
Oh, but DMC says.
All right, DMC.
Like 10 minutes later, like, oh wait, here's what DMC said about what we're watching right now.
God, that'd be horrible.
We're so slow.
Nice.
Okay, so we have 10 pounds from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
It's going to be different without the main protagonist not participating in a tournament. And also, how many episodes this arc will cover, because it seems very rushed. Also, if it's also just 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Could be a double arc. Could make it 26.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, that could happen.
I'm
Sure.
hoping, I said this a few episodes ago, I'm hoping they break that mold. I believe I said it off camera, of it would be
13,
nice if we
13.
could extend this a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think we will, but I completely agree.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nicholas, thank you, my man.
Yes.
And I don't think it hurts the show if they do that either. Like I don't think it like helps it a lot or hurts it a lot either way.
If they stay to 13 or break
If
it?
they break it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't think it hurt the show in any way.
No, I agree.
I'm looking forward to getting that one. That's funny. So let me just... Okay, we have 5 real from Kyle Cesar Campos.
Thank you, Kyle.
I really don't know what makes it more funny, if the Pete.png or sides of this wig shaking at all times because they'll lose his head. I am dying.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle. This wig is very uncomfortable. This is not an actually good wig. I think I bought
It's
it
not
for...
what a cosplayer would
Yeah,
wear.
because you would
No,
think
I think I bought it for
it should stand up,
$14.99.
right?
Nina and Christina, who are my cosplaying, they're making the Bandit Keith out for me. And actually, Entame has also done a bit of cosplaying as well.
Yes.
Anyone who's a cosplayer that's watching
A
this
child would look better than
probably greatly disturbed. I mean, this is horrible. This really is it's uncomfortable.
If I didn't know it was
I'm
you,
not
I
having a good
probably
time.
wouldn't know it was you.
But is that
Yeah.
is that so much to say for the wig or more about the person wearing the wig?
Wow.
Yeah.
He really.
Because where was your faith in Nick Yagi? And that's
Well,
what
you know
matters.
what? You'll see.
Oh god. That implies like you
That
gonna
was-
beat the crap
That
out
was
of yourself.
sinister. That was
Implies
sinister.
A lot of things. A
You'll
lot
see.
of things.
We come back with bruises. He's just gonna give us a look not to say anything
Like
next
black
Sevens up.
eyes. Yeah.
He just gives you like one of these.
Aye. Thank you, Kyle.
We have $2 from Patrick Karanji.
Pat.
Waiting for Rook maximum. So is he,
Yeah,
apparently.
he literally is.
Rook is
But-
begging for a
I'm
maximum
glad he
right
didn't
now.
get it that easily.
Yeah, it can't be that easy.
It's got to be earned.
He'll get it, but not that easy.
Who uses maximum next? That we haven't seen before.
I feel like it is Rook.
It's got to be Rook.
I feel like it will
Roa.
be Rook.
Wait, so what about the maximum that Niall gave them?
Then it.
That you
I would assume
didn't
he has
use?
it back. I would imagine he has it back.
I didn't realize
Wait, what do you mean?
that the.
Remember, he loaned his card
he
out, but
loaned
Yuga
the
didn't use
maximums
it
to
against the
Yuga, but
Sana.
Yuga didn't
I would
use
imagine
it.
he had to give it back to him.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is,
Oh,
what
yeah.
if they gave it to Rook for the
Neil's
going
going to trust Rook with his most prized possession.
I didn't realize that Nigel Thornberry was in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Who
Sevens.
said Nigel?
Oh, you said Niall. I'm sorry. I thought you said Nigel.
Niall Horton of One Direction.
And Cal, if you go back and watch that too, you could see him building up that joke as you're talking.
Even though I said Niall and
so
not-
that's what's even better.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. You've called him like 4 different names.
It's
So
Neil.
I just
or
usually
Nail,
say
it's okay.
Neil, but you can say Nail as well.
Neil, Nail, Niall.
Never called him Niall.
The Nile River.
Jesus. Denial is more than just.
Well, you know what, guys?
This guy.
It's been fun.
Welcome back, boys.
Thank you,
Welcome back.
thank you, Patrick.
Let's just
Thank
keep
you.
it going.
We have 2 real from Kaio. Luke Max Chant. There's a reason why I say it 3 times.
Yes.
I
I
love
actually
that.
like that. Yeah.
yeah.
I actually love when he does.
It
that.
really becomes part of his character when he's
Yeah.
not dueling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kai. That's
Yes,
yeah,
thank you. I
love
like that.
Thank you, Kyle.
We have $25 from Dylan Adams.
Dylan, thank you so much,
Dylan.
dude.
He's probably gone by now, but because he said can't stay because of work, just wanted to stop and say hi. Also, Rook's Nightbringer Dragon is probably my favorite monster.
That
I
was
agree.
very cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Rook has, quantity-wise, the coolest monsters,
Yeah.
definitely.
I also enjoy when he duels. It's,
Yeah.
it's just when we kind of stop that
And
sometimes
I was
that
like,
it
oh,
gets a
what's he
little
doing?
frustrating.
Definitely. Dylan, that is a very generous donation. Thank you for the $25 super. If you're watching this later or you're back at work, thank you so much for coming by. And thank you for choosing to not only donate, but donate in a massive way. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it, man. Best, you've got the best name, by the way.
Spells it the same too.
Yeah, he does.
Of course, he spells it
That's,
the right way.
that's a major
Whoa.
key.
You don't like the D-I-L-O-N?
My
or
arch
I-O-N?
rivals are named Dylan with I-L-O-N.
Wow, he feels very strongly about this.
Yeah, I see that.
We have £3 and 33 pence from
Oh.
Random. Crying in the club right now. We'll see our boy Roa soon. Honestly, I'm actually glad. I
That's
didn't
funny.
read that earlier because that was before we read the.
Yeah, that was a big
Yeah.
spoiler, which is
True.
fine, of course.
Of
Yeah.
course, it's fine because but like.
But timing wise, it fits very well.
it fits very
I
well.
love it.
Random, thank you for the half
Yes.
Satan donation, and thank you for crying in the
Satan,
club.
I like that.
We were all crying when we saw Roa, I promise you, man.
Crying in the club right now.
We have $5 from Goosey Q.
Goose! Thank you, Goose.
You already know what it's gonna be.
No, Dylan can't repeat it every week.
Sending
Want me to
positive.
say it?
Yeah, you do it.
Sending positive vibes and kindness to everyone and keep things PG. Positively,
We'll
Goose.
make it the first week you finally got
He
it.
nailed it. He nailed it. Good
Yo,
job.
you nailed it.
I know.
See what I did there?
That
See
was
what I
good.
did there?
That was good.
Goose, thank you, my man.
Love
Keep
you,
things
Goose.
PG, my friend.
Goose is the man. We have $5 from Nick Schoner.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick Yagi is king. And do you guys like what they're doing? Pictures of the main characters of their main episodes? Wait, what?
Yeah, like we had a Roman episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I said that in the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
Nick
that's
Yagi
great.
is king. He is king.
Nick Yagi is king.
Nick, thank you for being here as always, Nick. Thank you for the donation. Can't say anything else about it.
We have $10 from X-Slayer.
X-Slayer, thank you, dude.
X-Slayer.
Jeez, thank you, X-Slayer.
Maybe we could get 2 tournament arcs. This arc focusing on the Battle Royale fun, and the next one will be focusing on the finals, where our main hitters will be in the
26.
finals. Yuga, Rook, Neil, and Tiger.
I'd be cool with that.
That'd be cool. With
Yeah.
that.
I would love that as well because I don't know how the finals are gonna work. Is it just the 2 best teams in a 2 of 3 match? But like again, what is the point of like Roman and Gakuto even competing if they can't win the title just to improve as
Right,
duelists?
that's the thing. It's weird.
I mean, I guess they have their own reasons because they want to improve as duelists.
Yeah, and they would want to support, like, because I don't think for either of them, their dreams specifically don't involve being the king
Right, they
of
don't.
duels. Right, Roman wants to, do whatever
Right.
she wants to do, whether it's her band.
She
or
wants to have a
otherwise.
jam session with Princess G.
Exactly.
And then I guess with like Roa's team, like it's Geta and Ushido, they're just gonna do whatever he says.
Oh, yeah,
It's
otherwise
probably
it-
the same with Khan and Yoshio and
Exactly.
But like Yoshio's team, like the Mad Max Club, I don't know anything about those other 2.
No.
We know nothing about them.
We just see them.
At least with the Dino Club, we know Khan. Hunt,
Hunt,
excuse me.
Well, Hunt is the coolest one.
Yeah. Does he have a first name, Hunt?
Yes, but they call him Hunt.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, his first name is Hunt. Okay.
They gave his full name at one point.
Okay.
I know. Next donation, please. I mean, come on, man.
X-Slayer, thank you so much for the donation, X-Slayer.
Right there.
Thank you.
Drone donated $2 and said, "Clone heroes or not? Hashtag Roa Hype. Hashtag the Queen's back."
The Queen is back. Thank you for the donation, Cammy. At the moment, I still don't have a chart, so I'm probably not doing Clone Hero tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta get that chart, man.
Yeah,
True,
I
for
followed
what
up
song?
again. I still haven't heard from him.
For a song.
I sent him payment. It's an insert song for 5Ds. That's the next one up.
Oh, sick. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Could just be busy.
Yeah, it probably is. It's fine. It's a good
Are you
guy.
gonna ever commission the crazy ending of?
Oh yeah,
Roman-
when it
yeah.
wins, I'm gonna have to probably pay triple for that.
Yeah.
It's a 12-minute song. Most commissions are for 4-minute songs.
Was it a 12-minute song?
Are You Ready by BIS?
No, I was saying the big.
Oh, the
ending
Roman
for-
one. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that'd only be 90 seconds. Yeah, I might.
that'd be fun.
I might.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Mhm.
For such a short amount of time, it does a whole lot.
And then we chart Nick T's entire E EP.
Yeah.
I'll
That'd be
bankroll
great.
that.
That'd be great.
Actually, Shiose, we have Clear Mind done already. It's actually You Say by Lavi. That's the insert song. It's the one right after him and Sherry dueled. I think that's when they played it. But Clear Mind is the best insert song. One of the best songs, yeah.
I love you. What?
Next comment.
He's cutting back to for the dono.
Yeah, it's,
Dono.
we have another 2 real from Kaio.
Thank you, Kyle.
This is when we were talking about, what's the tagline for Khan?
Yep.
And he says, it's Jurassic.
Mhm.
And they said, Seagull-chan looks like Seven Roads Witch.
Yeah, I can see it. It's the hair.
It's
the
a little
hair.
bit.
Yeah, in some way.
It's the hair. I'm a seagull.
I'm a seagull.
Her favorite band must be the Flock of Seagulls.
And
Great song. I ran so far away.
God damn it. Do you think they carry that ladder around everywhere they go?
They
Yeah.
must.
Probably.
What,
yeah.
I want to pose something. When they first walked out, there was no ladder.
It's one
Is
of
it a
those that you could
retractable?
Yeah,
fold.
it's
Yeah,
one that you
yeah.
see in the infomercials that could
Yeah.
do like 12 different things.
Yeah,
That's probably the
that's-
ladder.
I
Though.
You can
like
use
that.
it as like a spatula. Some of those are crazy. Those like ladders. that-
Of all things.
For a spatula.
Yeah.
Like for pancakes?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, literally.
Like, does
there's-
it get smaller?
Yeah.
burgers, though.
Really?
It's thick.
That's fascinating.
Only
with
for
two
pancakes.
C's, but
not
it's-
I like when it's thick.
Not for
Yeah,
burgers.
yeah.
with 2 C's. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
omelets.
I do like a good omelet. X-Layer64 with $5.
X-Slayer, thank you so much.
He just keeps coming back.
I know. It's crazy.
Why do some monsters in this episode resemble Ben 10 aliens? Actually, that's a pretty good point.
We didn't really talk about the monsters too much. I loved the space monsters. That one space.
I agree.
The
tortoise.
Tortoise. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was sick.
hilarious.
Yeah, remind me of Blastoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, because he's got the big cannon on his back.
I also like just the idea of the satellites and how they lowered kind of attack and
Yes.
defense points.
Yeah.
I thought that whole thing was really cool.
It was.
Yeah.
Lowering the level.
Have any of you guys seen Ben 10? Because I don't have a
No.
comparison
Yeah,
point.
back when it first aired.
So can you speak on that?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. There's really, the short of it, there's a lot that do kind of resemble Ben 10
Yeah.
characters.
The monsters were cool. I like
Yeah, they
the
were really
monsters.
cool.
Yeah, and I just, as I said, I enjoyed the animation too.
Even Rook's, the final dragon that Rook used to attack,
Yeah.
that wind, the green wind dragon, that dragon was
Sick.
one of my favorites of the
Yeah, that was
episode.
cool.
That was a great, and that wasn't his ace, but Gravity Press Dragon, I
Gravity
believe.
Press Drag. I think that was one. I think probably one that he's referring to.
I like
Yeah.
how he chose the cards as well. He didn't choose the one. He sacrificed the one to the graveyard that was
Because
Yuga
that's
associated.
when he. That's when
Yeah.
he clicked. It's like.
Well, yeah, because
he wants-
coming up in the tournament as well, it's going to be the three of them. Yuga's not
Yeah.
going to be around to help them,
Yeah.
so at least in a dueling way, I'm sure
Right.
from an emotional
I mean,
way he'll be
if it
able
works
to.
out, they could be going against him.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nuts. I
Yeah.
mean, I think something's going to force him into the tournament, but we'll see. X-Slayer, thank you for the donation.
I love that. $2 from Adola Burst. Maddie.
Oh, Maddie!
Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Lex.
It's
Thank
pretty
you, man.
simple. He said, "Hope everyone is having a great night."
Yes.
That's it.
Thanks, Matt. You
Thank
too.
you,
love
Maddie.
Matt.
Hope you're having a
Way to
great
be
day.
good.
as
Maddie, we
well.
love you, dude. Thank you, my man. Thank you.
We have, love you, Matt. We have £5 from Soda Fizz Gaming.
Soda
I like
Fizz
that.
Gaming. I think that is a new name.
Yeah, I don't know
Soda
if I've seen
Fizz.
it.
Welcome to the. Well, you've probably been around before, but thank you for super chatting. Thank you, man.
What's an archetype you'd like to see printed? I'd love to see Blood Shepherd's Battle Drones. Keep up the amazing content, by the way. Smiley face.
Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation first of all, but mostly just the comment and the camaraderie. Thank you so much for being here and stopping by. Great question. I actually, and I hate to plug videos, but I have a video titled "A Deck from Each Anime That I Would Love to See Printed." Kind of a mouthful. But if you look it up, it might pop up. I don't know. It's an older video. I would say the number one archetype that I want to see printed right now is probably Lightning's
Yeah, that's mine too.
Legio Armados.
That's mine too.
Yeah. Blood Shepherd's drones. I think I would probably say I'd rather see Windy's
Oh my God! Yes.
Storm Riders. I think that was the
Please,
name of the archetype.
yes.
I think I'd rather see both of those before Blood Shepherd's drones. But Blood Shepherd's battle drones would be interesting. I know you hated Blood Shepherd's deck.
It's not that I hated the cards. I hated the way he dueled, like the style. The
Right.
style.
Yeah, I
right,
can see
that's
you guys
fair.
boring.
It was monotonous. Like I felt like every time he didn't duel that much, but when he
times?
like every turn of his just felt like it was the exact same thing.
You
Yeah.
preferred Aoi style, where she just takes 200 life points away at a time.
Oh no! Oh no!
You don't like the burn decks. I get
Soul
it.
burner.
I Clear World, Fujiwara Clear World from GX. That's another one that I'd love to see. So those are kind of three, but Blood Shepherd's cards are cool, man. And thank you so much for the donation, dude. I really appreciate it. And thank you. I'm happy you've been enjoying the content, man. Thank you so much. More stuff to come, I promise.
Yes, we have $5 Canadian from Janet Ernest.
Thank you, Janeth.
Yuga, I'm not going to enter the tournament. Writers, you know the rules, and so do I.
You know the rules, and so do I. Janet, thank you for the donation. You're
Love
absolutely
that.
right. I think Yuga will be, his hand will be forced one way or another to enter
Exactly.
this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who really does a really great version of that song?
Dredger.
Dredger.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
He's, never mind,
It's talented guy.
this guy.
He knows the rules.
We have $5 again from Kaio.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yo.
The Infinity Gems of Sevens. Otis is Seto, Gallant Husband, Luke Inner Demon, Ron's Betrayals, Nick Final Villain, and Yuga becoming Goha President.
I love it.
What?
I mean, I'm not going to comment on it. It's even too cracked out for me.
Yeah, I can't even touch it.
One to go.
That's so cracked out, but I love it. I love hearing theories like that, man.
That's amazing.
Or just cracked out comments.
What is
That's
the
so
thing
fun.
from Arc 5 when you could get carded, right? And you're like inside the card.
Yeah, you lose a duel,
right?
they hit a button on
So
the duel
then
desk.
someone comes in that we haven't been introduced yet that's Thanos-like, and they're just collecting all the main characters.
Yeah, that would be pretty
Cards.
crazy.
Sick.
Yeah.
Love that.
Kyle, thank you for the creativity, my man.
We have $2 from Wolverine. My Harambe deck is invincible. Male appendages out.
Wolverine. We haven't gotten a Harambe related donation in a while.
It's
been a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that meme is. It resurfaces every now and then.
It's
but
somewhat relevant.
yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Wolverine, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, man.
We have £2 from Alan Wilkinson.
Thank you, Alan.
In fairness, Wig looks good.
Hey, you know what? I don't agree with you, Alan,
He's
but
just being nice.
thank you.
He is.
For
He's-
an amateur, I think it's good. I think it's
Yeah.
passable.
Yeah, sure.
Alan's a nice guy. He's being nice.
That's what it is. Alan is a little too polite
Yeah.
for the criticism there. Yeah.
I respect him for that.
I like Alan a lot. Thank you, Alan.
We have £5 from Nicholas Horton again.
Thank you, Nick.
Could each of those girls be 3 different personalities of the same person split into 3 beings like Aporia? 3 who were originally 1.
I definitely think so. I don't
think
know
it's
if
possible.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say 3 who were originally 1, because that might imply that they like got separated from their one person, but I could absolutely see that it's just one character. I'm not fully convinced that these are different.
Like one character just playing
the role, yeah.
almost cosplaying as the other characters.
Yeah,
in that
I don't
sense.
think the cosplaying would even be that intense. I mean, they look similar. Sirocco,
Just in different
Chikako, and
outfits,
Sweets
yeah.
Kakako.
At the moment, in my mind, even though
they're separate.
I connect it as like a Solstice, where like they're so interchangeable that like they just put on a different outfit, even if they are different. It's bland at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be determined there.
TBD. Honestly, Nicholas, I
Who
can
knows?
totally
Anything
see.
could happen with them.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I believe, if you held a gun to my head, that they're three separate entities, that they're three separate people. But I could definitely see them going down that route. I don't think that's an unrealistic.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a crack theory. I think that's a very
no,
thing.
that's a plausible theory. I think. Yeah.
Because of how like related in name they are and in concept, because they all do represent like three different time periods essentially. So like, or like the three, I guess, states of time. So like, it makes sense that like they could all become one to sort of be like infinite.
Absolutely.
Jack Knight 21 with $5.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack.
He said, "Hey Dylan, Cal, Nick T, and Pete, how's it going? I like how our Lord and Savior came on. Praise Nick Yagi. LCS 12 is happening this weekend.
Jack, good luck at LCS 12.
Good luck,
I'm not going to
Nick.
acknowledge the rest of the comments,
No,
but
you have to.
Jack, thank you.
You
my man.
lost fair and square.
Jack,
Don't be
I
a
hope
sore
you're doing
loser.
well.
I'm not being a sore loser. I have the wig on.
Yeah.
I said bless Nick Yagi. I did
Exactly.
my part.
Say it again.
I just did.
It again.
Say it with some feeling.
It with some feeling.
I see you did there.
Jack, thank you for the donation, my man.
Yeah.
Bless Nick Yagi.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nerds with $5.
The Nerds, Nick T's old group.
You were in that.
I was not in that.
He was.
Nope.
Every time he comes up
the
donating.
S was silent.
No.
Nick T, you go.
It's all right.
That doesn't even mean anything.
We
That's not how that works.
We know.
Took Splendo out of the mix.
No, Splendo was Dan.
No, but he's saying if the S was silent, there would just be
No.
an extra person.
No, it was Sweer because we.
It was Sweer?
Yeah, that was his last name with an S in front of it, and that was a nickname.
No one ever called. No.
No.
Say you come up
Please just
with.
keep going.
Mental
Please keep
gymnastics.
going.
I just
Favorite soul burner moment from Vrains, and do you wish Pyro Phoenix appeared more? Also, dream opponent for Soul Burner versus anyone from Sevens crew.
Who said that in?
The Nerds.
The Nerds. Thank you so much for the donation.
Rook.
So
Both
versus
fiery
Rook?
personalities. Yeah.
It would make sense.
That would be a very intense duel if he went up against Rook.
Yeah,
I would say Rook as well.
Rook would be, I think, the best matchup for him.
My favorite moment with him with Vrains too was beating Revolver.
Yeah, that moment was just so good. I mean, to
That
me, that's
duel
one
was
of,
just epic.
yeah, the moment where he kind of like slaps himself and has that
Honestly,
final turn.
the
Yes.
most impactful. That's a great moment. But the most impactful duel for me is actually when he loses to Bowman.
Mm-hmm.
Also a
just
good one.
everything that's in that duel. How Flame comes back there, and then Windy is still there. Like I just love everything that happened there.
Yeah.
When he draws, he gets the fire attribute. He had a 1 out of 6 chance. He gets it, and it still doesn't mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, him and Owie both put up very good fights against.
They really
Bowman,
did.
but
I know.
it just wasn't enough. Yeah, yeah. Soul Burner. I mean,
Yeah.
your favorite is he your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character all time?
So far.
That's fair. That's
can't
fair.
wait till he shows up in sevens.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that.
When,
tattoo.
not if.
He's the silhouette
right
man.
on your neck.
Listen to what, man. We have,
The Nerds. Thank you so much,
yes. We have
Nipsey's old
another $2 from Wolverine. The world is same stand as Star Platinum. Spoilers. I think that's is that a JoJo
man.
reference?
It is.
I don't know what that means. I haven't
classic.
watched JoJo, but I know a lot of people here do.
Yeah, all of us are JoJo noobs. Congrats to the JoJo fandom. I saw Part 6 with Jolene was announced. I know a lot of people have wanted that for a while. So congrats to the JoJo fandom. Pretty cool news.
Is like Jolene like
Jolene is the
Jolene.
girl
Yeah,
protagonist.
Jolene.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's
Miley Cyrus.
no.
She
It's-
does do a rendition
I'm
of
sure
it.
Patty-
she does.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, thank you.
Patty Dolly.
Love Dolly Parton.
Patty Darton.
I was gonna say Patty Oswald.
Congrats though, Jolene.
Patton Oswald?
Thanks,
probably
Wolverine.
Comedian?
We have 2 Real from Kaio.
Thank you, Gaio.
Ayo.
7 Roads. Chakra Yuga is the new Messiah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about.
You know what? It absolutely is. And I'm sorry to interrupt, Kyle. Thank you. I saw Taylor just came by. It's Taylor's birthday today.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Right now.
Another April
Right now.
birthday.
So I wasn't sure if she was going to come by.
She actually came by at the exact moment we were talking about Owie.
That's actually
Which
pretty
is-
insane.
That is very
I think we probably have to sing
We
to
gotta.
Taylor. I mean, Taylor's been a supporter of this channel for a while.
Yes, for sure.
Had a, I believe it was a multi-$100 donation at Jump Fest a year and a
remember
half
that?
ago.
Yeah, right.
I never forget stuff like that. I really don't. So Taylor, for everything you've
Just
done
an
for me,
active person in the community.
Yeah, very
rich,
active, for
everything.
sure.
very kind-hearted human being.
just,
So
just a good friend.
we're
in
gonna
general.
speed sing it. All right, ready?
All right.
Set it up.
3,
Tempo.
2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Blue Maiden. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Taylor. We hope you have a great day.
Great.
Thank you for all the support, and let's
Love,
tread on.
love you, Taylor.
Yes, love you.
Woo! Yes, that was great.
That's good again.
Our speed rendition's getting good.
It's getting scary good. We
Yeah.
might have to go on The Voice.
We're gonna take it to the.
We
road.
might have to go on tour
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
When are we
I'll
coming
quit
to
my
England?
job. I'm ready.
soon. Soon.
It's a great story.
We have $2 from X-Layer.
Thank you, X.
Watch when the cat guy appears in the tournament.
Oh no.
X-Layer, don't even. I'm not even gonna
That's
dignify
not
that.
even a troll bandwagon I'll jump on. Get out of here.
No.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out.
Get him out.
X-Layer, thank you, man, but no. Don't will that into existence. Will Nick Yagi as much as you want, but Jesus Christ.
A question. Two more real from Kaio. A question here.
Okay.
Naoki is a good character.
No. Next question.
I think he serves his purpose.
Terrible character. Next question.
So I think he serves his purpose.
No.
I'm just gonna say
I'm not gonna dignify this talk.
he doesn't
Not
believe
gonna,
that
next
at all.
question.
I think you can ask me that in one of my one-on-one streams, and I'll go over why I think he serves his
Yeah.
purpose well.
Yeah, sure. And you can also look forward to the end of Dylan's YouTube channel.
Kyle, thank you.
That sounds like a threat.
I have my thumbnail person working on a new thumbnail for the video title, Naoki, the true hero of Reigns.
Yeah, you do that and let me know how well it does.
The true hero.
Let me know how well it does. You should put that up for April Fool's that just passed. You missed your date there, bud. His 0-1. You want to talk about you want to hit Shingo.
1-1. He has more wins than Shingo. He beat the Knight of Hanoi.
The Knight of Hanoi. That's what you want to classify.
The biggest threat to Link Reigns since Y2K. So I don't know.
It's Y2K. Y2K was pre-Brains, I imagine.
Just go right ahead and keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a reason why you're wearing the wig and we aren't. Exclamation.
Wow, he got you.
Sit down.
Electric Kevin with the 10 more Australian dollars.
Electric Kevin.
Thank
know-
you, Kevin.
You know, we've had so many new support cards for so many characters, and somehow they gave Silvio support cards for both Abyss Actor and Yosenju. Yeah, right, I said that right?
Yosenju, yeah.
Yosenju, before we have anything for Zuzu, Gong, and even Declan.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Yuzu, I would love to see. I mean, it's nice that Ruri is getting support with Lyra Lusk being printed in Duelist of Whirlwind. Yeah, I'm surprised they're giving Shingo a lot of support. Although I'm not that surprised. Him and Yugioh, I felt like were two characters that a lot of people really, really liked. That it's an unpopular opinion. I mean, I liked Yugioh. I thought Yugioh was a much better character than Shingo, but I didn't really vibe with either of them. I mean, Yugioh was my least favorite of the U-Boys, and he was someone that is beloved by many Arc 5 fans and many people that watch the show. Never really clicked with me. I just never really vibed with him. I understand the appeal of both of those characters, but I never really vibed with either of them. So there's a lot of people that do like Shingo quite a bit. It would be unfair for me to say that he's a disliked universally character, because he's not. He's not. He has a lot of fans. I just kind of like, I don't hate them. I just like kind of teasing Shingo. But I'm surprised that Yuzu's Melodious has not been given support since, Arc 5 was airing. Reiji's DDDs are such a, I feel like, popular archetype too. King DDD, yeah.
Okay.
But, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some support for them as well.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
There you go.
We have $2 Canadian from Drone President, the controller. Is Noah Kaiba a good character?
Huh. That's fascinating. Why do you guys all look at me?
Because you're the only one who can answer.
Yeah.
He serves his purpose.
I feel like this is becoming a stream about characters that you despise.
No, you know what? Noah Kaiba.
How is he related?
I don't know.
Younger brother.
Yeah, here comes.
It's
the
a big
spoilers.
spoiler. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I think he was okay. I think Noah was an okay character. I don't like that arc at all. I really am not a fan of that arc. So I try to look at characters, by the way, objectively without my personal bias, which is not easy to do. So I mean, I don't think it's possible for anyone to do that. By the way, you're always going to have your personal bias in there. It's unrealistic to think otherwise. I was not a big fan of Noah. I did not think he was that enjoyable of a character. I thought the arc was great for Seto and Mokuba's relationship and development, but other than that, the arc I don't think has many redeeming qualities.
Which arc is this?
Virtual World.
Noah's arc.
Well,
Fuck you.
I think that's probably the joke that they had.
that probably is. It probably is, honestly. Yeah. It's not. Noah is not a. It's not in the manga. It's a that is an actual filler arc.
Right.
That because the first Yu-Gi-Oh follows the manga,
Right.
the Duel Monsters manga. That is not in the manga. There's no Noah in the manga. That is an actual filler arc, and in my opinion, it shows.
Now, Colin asked an important question.
Yeah.
He said, honestly, I'd say the Virtual World arc is worse than Battle Beast. Would you agree with that?
He's gonna say no.
I'm going to say no, but I also don't know if that's a fair comparison because Battle Beast was only 5 episodes. Virtual World was a full 20, 30 episode
Oh
arc.
my God.
It was a full arc. It was a full arc. So I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Was that dubbed? That
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I don't remember it.
No, they probably didn't air it on TV.
Well, they must have. They must have.
Can't wait to get to it.
I can't wait.
Jeez.
You know.
Good question.
Yeah, I feel like that's an impossible comparison.
You're impossible.
Wow. Jeez.
That's
Kim Impossible.
We have. We have two Rayo from Kaio again. This podcast just gets better with every second. That's when I was wearing the goat mask.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
I
Well,
appreciate
we're
it.
glad you think that because probably most viewers would not.
Yeah, I'm probably not as excited by that as you were.
Yeah, thank
I
you, Kyle.
appreciate you. I just want to make sure I'm caught up. I have a few more.
Caught up, got
think
the
so. I
feeling
I think you grabbed that one, didn't
caught
you?
Yeah,
up.
so we're good so far. Okay, cool.
Then we got some link ones over
No, I'm
This
gone.
girl's gotta
We've-
hold on.
there. You got this one? This is just...
That's a link.
Yeah, that's a link one.
we're gonna get to the links in a bit. We have only like six more right now, and then we have
And
links.
then we'll link it up.
We have
link
2
brains.
pounds from Alan Wilkinson again.
Thank you, Alan.
Roa gonna turn Mimi into mincemeat Chan. I see what you're doing.
Mince Mimi
Oh,
Chan.
good.
I love it.
Oh.
I'm so excited for 44.
Can't wait.
I mean, I'm pumped for 43, but like my heart right now
Yeah,
is
we
fully
can't
on 44.
overlook 43.
No, we can't. We
It
can't.
could be, yeah.
But
I mean,
hashtag-
43, you got Otis returning. The tournament's supposed to get starting. We're going to know the team
The
is
things
better.
that we've wanted.
Yeah,
We're
43
getting
is going to be really good.
Hashtag Dreamy Mimi.
Oh, here's a comparison that someone just asked real quick. Which one was worse, Capsule Monsters or Noah's Ark?
Yeah, see, that's a much fairer comparison. Capsule Monsters is the only piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! Media that I've never watched, so I can't answer
Oh,
that
really?
either.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I've
And
said
you have
that.
no interest in it?
Based on what I've heard, I'd have to. And you know me, I don't drink.
Yeah, but don't you just want to cover everything? You just know?
So you know me, I'm not a drinker.
Not at all.
That's something that I might need to be a little intoxicated for to get through.
Damn,
from
that'd
what
be
I've heard.
fun. That'd be fun. You drunk stream, you doing? Oh,
I mean, I haven't been
Yeah,
drunk
I got
since
these scars.
high school, like
Nah.
2012. I mean, it's been a
Yeah,
long
no.
time. I probably haven't been drunk in like 9 years.
I
so.
like that we're calling it Noah's Ark now. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that. We're
That
calling it
hopped
Noah.
right in.
That's, I think, what they wanted.
That's crazy.
You're welcome.
We have another 2 from Kaio.
Kaio.
First drone duel, the Hangover deck is real. Wait, what?
Maybe as in the first drone duel, like if the drone is dueling for Mimi, like the
Yeah, well,
mask.
I get, but the Hangover deck.
I'm not sure.
The Hangover deck because Mimi, it's a party deck.
Oh,
It's a
duh, right.
nightclub,
Yes, that's right.
Diane
Keto.
Yes, right.
And then in the morning, you know,
It's what Calibur
What was
felt.
that?
What was that?
that was prison Diane Keto. She's got the whip in her hand.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
prison.
That's the
Right.
upgraded monster.
Prison.
You should have seen the response to it, bro.
Oh, I can.
Some people even made videos about
That's
it.
why Twitter is nerve-wracking.
I'm gonna open up a.
No.
We're gonna stick to donations.
Almost done
We're
there,
gonna
T.
stick here.
You'll be home in 20 minutes. You can do that then.
No, well, before I. Another two from Kai.
I heard the exercise rooms.
You.
His shirt is
He said,
purple.
oh yeah, this is the one I said I can't wait to read this one. You have translator in Brazil too. Come to Brazil meme.
Yeah.
Now this might be the wrong meme.
I don't know
All
the
I'm
meme.
thinking of is Vin Diesel. This is Brazil. That's all I'm
He's
thinking
talking
of.
about where like every artist, every music artist, like Twitter and YouTube, it's like thousands of comments. Come to Brazil. We want you in Brazil.
God.
I don't know what they just have very avid, like very enthusiastic.
But you know
fans
the
in
Vin
it.
Diesel.
Oh, of course. Welcome to
Yeah.
Brazil.
This is Brazil, and everyone pulls out a gun.
Yeah,
That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah, great. That is a great meme.
God.
Great.
Kyle, thank you, man. If we ever go on tour, we'll let you know.
Yeah, that'd be sick, actually.
And I'm picturing you to be the Vin Diesel in this situation.
Yes. It's not going to be any
It
of us.
actually is Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
How crazy
That's
is that?
how we didn't know that.
That'd be nuts.
That's
Wow.
all.
We have $5 from XLayer64.
Thank you, X-Slayer.
They're another maximum set that's going to be released in the summer, so maybe Rook, but I could also see Yuga getting a new one.
I can't remember the name of that. Ugh.
I'll figure it out.
Let me look that up.
Figure it out, my guy.
So something exciting is I ordered 3 cases of Dynamic Eternal Live. So that'll be coming. Actually, thanks to Entame, so big thank you to her. That'll be coming hopefully end of August, maybe early May. So there will be a live stream of us opening 3 boxes of that. So that'll be very exciting.
You meant April, I would imagine.
What did I say?
Because you said hope the end of August, maybe early May. And I said that's a large.
That end of April, early May. That's the second time that I've said August instead of April in the last
That was
24
Are
hours.
you okay, son?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's the wig. It's constricting the blood flow in his
Well, it's
brain.
kind of like the Goha mask. It's
Yeah.
electrocuting him, and
And then
How was it for you? Because I guess I missed that beginning of like you just speed running the episodes you missed while you were gone.
I enjoyed speedrunning the episodes. I really like if episodes came out in like triplets, like you get
like a
3
Netflix
episodes.
model. You get the whole arc in one shot.
Well, I wouldn't want everything. Like I wouldn't want the whole
long, yeah.
season because then you could watch the whole season in 2 days and be
Yeah.
done with it. And like that's great, but then it's like okay, now I'm waiting a year and a half until the next one comes out. I think in like triplets, it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
Although I still like week to week is the best just in terms of like you
Yeah.
know it's a
It's
good
just
amount of
harder
time.
when the episode's only 20
Yeah,
minutes.
it's that's the thing. When you can watch like an hour and a half straight of like 4 episodes, it's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Fierce Thunderstorm in
Okay.
July.
He literally, then his next donation, another 5, by the way. Also, the new main booster set for Rush Duel is called Fierce Thunderstorm.
Why could you just read that as I was
I didn't
looking
read
it
it.
up?
That is
I was
amazing.
gonna say something, but I wanted you to look it
No,
up.
because he didn't specify that was the one exactly he was referring to. He just said there's a new main booster, so I didn't realize until you said that.
Yeah, X-Slayer, thank you for another donation. Fierce Thunderstorm. What vibes does that give you? That give you a Rook vibe? I don't know what vibes it gives me.
I don't know.
Lightning Bolt Condor.
I just think
Thunder.
something weather related, but no one really has anything like that.
No.
Tiger.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
guess.
Tiger's on a box, I'm simping for that box. I'm just
We're buying
That-
20 boxes.
I'm buying 20
That,
boxes.
that is dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I'm supporting it. That's what that word means.
100.
Yeah, totally.
I think that word has been
Demonized is the word you're looking
used in the wrong context many times.
for? Yeah, sure.
I think that just means being a mega fan.
Yeah, you
It's
can
like
believe
being
it.
a stan.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
I
they're
would
kinda
say
different.
I would probably say when referring I would use the word stan instead.
So stands better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never used
Yes.
either word in
Yeah.
actual context.
Well, that's because you're not,
I'm not hip.
culture.
Unfortunately, the word simp has become more of a derogatory.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
not
what you
necessarily derogatory, but it's usually like
Twitch
romantic or
It's an insult.
Oh, then I meant stand.
like if someone's simping, it's because like there's like a romantic love there.
Yeah.
They're
Really?
they're
Or, like,
showing
sexual.
admiration.
Why is that word banned on Twitch?
Because people like to use it derogatory.
They like to make fun of people and call them simps. so they
Anytime
donate
a
to
guy
streamer.
is like defending a female streamer, he's just a simp, and people like bully each other for that. Even though like some people use it in a positive light, like they're like, I'm simping, like it's funny, and I think that's great.
Like if I said like I was simping for you,
Yeah.
that's technically an okay thing to say. But then somebody be like, no, you're just a simp, bro, and like almost as an insult, and then people like get bullied for that.
Fascinating.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Internet
I can
culture.
show you a couple Twitter accounts that might help you out with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, Raven stream.
I think
I'm curious as where he's going.
I think one might actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
already-
in the general direction.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Send them to me.
Yeah.
Okay, $20 more from X-Slayer.
X-Slayer, dude, what the hell,
X-Slayer.
man?
He's on fire.
That's got to be like X-Slayer. That's insane, man. Thank you so much, dude. Jesus Christ.
Maybe there's going to be a big reveal for the series that President Drone will reveal that Yuga is part of the Goha family.
Oh!
And that could be a huge effect to everyone around him, and that could ruin their friendship. That would be nuts.
Otis is older Yuga. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Like actually older
He's
Yuga.
older Yuga. He's time traveled back here.
You think
We're
Yuga? That's a very. I've heard that theory from a lot of people that Yuga, like his family, is associated with Goha.
Yeah, he's the ones that destroyed Mutsuba's name,
Oh
and
my.
then Asana.
And
If that was the case, they would have said that in the past.
wait,
arc.
No.
but Pete, you can take it one step further.
I'll take it a
His
step
one,
further.
His one bad road, his road that went rogue, right?
The
Is
rogue road.
President Goha.
Wow.
And now Otis is coming to tell him that he needs to stop that, and that's what he's got to do.
Yeah.
So your theory.
We should write a show together.
No,
Yeah.
Your theory is that Yuga created President Goha.
So Yuga technically
in the future.
owns Goha.
In the future.
No, in the past.
So
In
you're.
the past. What?
What is our new future? Exactly.
Well, time is
I
a flat
lost the
circle.
scope of this theory. I mean, this theory. Let's just bring Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, and Mr. Goha
Whoa.
has the Millennium Ring under his
That's a
shirt.
little ridiculous.
Whoa. You're on to something.
yeah. His head is kind of a triangle.
Oh my
I
lord.
like that.
This guy.
Thank you. Excellent.
X-Slayer, that is a generous donation, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Love the theory.
Thank you. Love the theory. Love you, man. Thank you so much, X-Slayer. Thank you.
5 more real from Kaya.
Yo.
Rain's OP3 seems like a message from Yusaku to Ai. Like he knows in the song that he will have to finish Ai, and also Ai is alive. Imagine Ignis Aikaka.
Oh my god! Imagine.
I would. So, is this the right meaning? I would simp for Sweets Kakako.
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
fine. There's an unspecified age. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not comfortable with it, but sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, she doesn't have an age.
I wouldn't like.
Robot Eye.
Right.
No, not I as in me. I as in the I in brain.
You gotta
Oh, yeah.
specify.
Oh, that's
Not me. Not me.
Like, I
No.
was real close to
I feel like that's just
cutting
a bad
you off.
cover.
No, not me.
You know what I
The
mean?
I in brains.
Okay. Maybe like they're both.
Yeah, we just talked about I, not
Okay.
me. I in
I
brains.
don't know. I was getting a little nervous.
Oh my
there.
god. I in brains.
Ignis Aikako, yeah.
I in. Okay. That
Oh man.
Yes.
I was
No,
about-
to your point, then yes, he would.
Okay. Yeah. That's why you guys were looking at me like I was.
I was about to cancel you.
You just spilled water all over my computer.
I don't see a single droplet. Point one out.
He missed the computer.
Yeah. Point a droplet out to me.
Right there.
Yeah, that's on my map.
Right
Point
there.
one out on your map.
Right here.
If you're
one
still
second.
here watching, thank you so much.
You remember that song about his MacBook mixtape a few months ago?
Whose MacBook?
Yours.
There's a song about my MacBook.
Yeah, I'll sing it to you.
Crap,
God help me.
Somehow turned off.
It's gonna be that time for the old crew.
The old group.
We have $2 from
Seven.
Davis Enos.
Thank you, Davis.
Oh, wow, it's actually funny because this question got asked. Battle Beast or a DMVR Kaiba video game?
Yeah, that's more fair because they're both about 5 to 6 episodes. Battle Beast is worse. Battle Beast is much worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Imagine the virtual reality of fighting Battle Beast. That's the game you got. Out of everything, they only give you those 5 duels to have.
It would be an interesting concept because you're in this jungle and it's a battle
Would you
royale.
hate that though?
I'd question it
Yeah. Like, why did they pick this?
as the only
Yeah.
content. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
question it. I'd be pretty critical.
And I wouldn't blame you.
Now, let me ask you a different question. What if Konami would have a big part in this game? They reach out to you and they're like, listen, we're going to pay you this money, but you got to promote this game in a very positive light.
Yeah,
would you sell your soul to do that?
I probably would sell my soul. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
But you would hate yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my feelings of myself wouldn't change that drastically.
Dylan's got to get his bag, man.
Like in between takes, you're screaming like
Oh
just
yeah,
the high heaven.
well that's
and
what
then cutting right
right.
back
That's
in.
what I do anyway.
Yeah.
So it's,
I would pay for behind the scenes of just that. Release
Oh,
that
God.
video. Oh my god.
They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop.
No,
Yeah,
because it seemed like Electric Kevin were missing one of his donations. I don't know if it was through the link or not, but I don't see it.
If it's through the link, we didn't get there yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm just saying because he seemed to be.
Holy,
We're halfway there.
I don't see it.
holy.
No.
and feeling.
If it wasn't through the link, just comment it below and we'll read it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Brains.
Also, wait, there's one of these. Hold on. This should be here. Sorry, let me.
Meet me there, Mimi Chan.
Okay, so it wasn't at the link. All right, Kevin, just write it and we'll read it out. Sorry about that.
Read it out, digging deeper. Just
so we
throw it
have-
away. We'll read it out.
Another $5 from XLayer64. Only on screen dual count, so no off screen because I was pissed off what they did to the PWC series on Pokemon.
Okay.
So
it's in reference to Nick Yagi. In the sense
right.
that we have to see him win on screen.
Yeah, X-Layer, I agree with that, X-Layer.
Okay.
I like that rule. If he wins off screen, I'm fine pushing the bet, meaning that like it's canceled. So no one loses and no one wins. But I'm completely fine with that, X-Layer. Electric Kevin, thank you for the $5 super chat. The Ash versus Iris rematch is 100% confirmed happening. And apparently whoever wins that battle will become a top 99 strongest trainer in the anime. That's really cool.
Pokemon again.
So Iris was the girl lead of a one of the shows. So that's what they're kind of doing with the new Pokemon show. They're bringing back older characters.
She was a protagonist of a Pokemon show?
She was the girl lead. It would be like if Aoi or Yuzu came back into the show.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, so really cool. I would imagine Ash will probably win. Well, actually, that's stupid of me to say. I really don't know.
Because you don't watch.
Yeah, I haven't watched. But that's really cool. Honestly, it makes me want to watch the new Pokemon. I've heard it's very good.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah. When was the last time you watched Pokemon?
2001.
Yeah, probably actually.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
When they brought it, actually when they put it on Netflix, I watched a lot of the dub on Netflix.
Yeah, the Indigo. And I think I've watched Johto Journeys, and then that was probably the end of it, honestly.
We can change the world.
And then I watched most of the movies,
Pokemon.
though. I would watch most of the movies.
Gotta get them all.
Thank you, Kevin.
Classic.
I'm excited for that battle. I'll probably watch that. I watched the battle between it was Ash versus Brock, I think, in Sun and Moon. I watched that battle on YouTube. I'll probably watch Ash versus Iris out of context. I enjoy battles, dude. Satoshi.
Who's Satoshi?
That's Ash in the.
Oh, right, Satoshi, yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
I will never call him.
Never call him Ash in my house.
No,
I'm kidding.
I will never call him that.
That was a problem with this one.
We have 5 real from Caio again. Talking about, quote, This is Brazil.
This is Brazil.
A YouTube channel called Porta dos Fundos, Backdoor, make a parody of This is America. It's funny and has subtitles. We'll have to look that up. I'm gonna
Check that out.
Also, it was Ash versus Misty. I just remember the one shot of Brock ripping off his shirt, and he was jacked.
You imagine it would be.
Yeah, you would imagine he would be. Well, and I remember one of my favorite tweets was like, Brock's been striking out with women left and right because, you know, he always gets scared speaking to them and makes these really weird comments.
He shouldn't even talk.
All that man had to do was take off his shirt. Mm-hmm. And that's true, dude.
Yeah.
And I think he found a waifu in Sun and Moon. I'm pretty sure he did.
He's a real life Calibur. The Calibur's the real life version.
Wow, dude, that's huge.
That's a great compliment.
That means you can cook. You're a nice guy.
Right, but you cannot speak to the opposite sex at all. And that's true.
And you can use a frying pan as a drying pan.
That's nice.
You know that
yeah,
clip?
of course, classic.
Oh, man.
See, Brock is an example of someone you would call a simp, because...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Understand?
That would make sense.
He's Sims for Nurse Joy.
And Officer Jenny.
And Officer Jenny.
Right.
Okay.
And pretty much any other girl they meet.
Yeah, I don't think he ever simped for Misty, which was always
Not
kind of
Misty.
weird.
Respect.
Not Misty. Yeah. I think
They had a
respect,
pastime.
Yeah. But any other girl they meet, they've like, Misty pulls them away by the ear.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's because Misty likes him like that. Gets jealous.
You like it like that?
I'm going to be a Poketuber. It's been nice knowing you.
Dude,
Hey,
finally.
We're moving on, baby.
been
Maybe
nice
actually
knowing
bring some quality content
It's
to
been
the
nice
world.
knowing you. I wouldn't count on it.
Another 2 Royale from Caio.
Kaio.
X-Lay wah 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 wah.
Wow, wow,
X-Lay,
wow.
wah, wah,
I love that
wah.
X-Lay. Wow, 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 wow.
I think it was when we were saying thank you to X-Slayer.
I
like
like
X-Slay, wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, X-Slayer.
There's going to be so many memes out of this
I
show.
can't wait.
Where did Kyle send that in? Kyle sent that
Kyle
in.
sent that
Thank
in.
you, Kyle.
Another 2 from Caio.
Kaio.
Otis is future Yuga. Drone is future Kaizo.
Oh, my God.
Yes,
Wow.
that's
That's
kind
it.
of what I meant, but
That
I
would be
couldn't
pretty
put it
That's it.
together.
There we go.
That'd be pretty crazy.
That makes sense.
Well, Kaizo
Honestly.
has lost it. All the abuse he took that we're seeing, that's why he became what he is.
And you saw how much he loves abusing his power. At 41,
Wait,
he said
that is
abusing
true.
power is fun. And
Thank you, Kaio.
Oh, I like that theory.
Thank you, Kaio.
Love it.
Kaio.
and then we have $5 from X-Slayer.
Thank you, X.
Would you consider Yuga as a better version of Yuma with a Yusei personality?
Can you reread that?
Would you consider Yuga as a better version of Yuma with a Yusei personality?
Well, I like Yuga at this stage a lot more than I liked Yuma. I ended up liking Yuma quite a bit, but I like Yuga at this stage more than I liked Yuma. Yusei personality, I don't know if I see that. I see it in the innovation aspect of it.
I definitely don't see it he's way more fun than Yusei.
Yeah.
And not to knock Yusei,
No,
but
I love
he's a
Yusei.
very stoic, calm, quiet character.
Yeah, he's kind of
Strong
unique
type.
in that
He's
way.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
Compared
because
to the other
Judai's
ones.
not like that at all.
No, he's more of a
Yugi's not like
goofball.
that.
No. He's unique, and that's what I've really loved about Yuga. So I don't, I don't know if I'd say that. I definitely like him more than Yuga right now. Yuma. But I don't know if I can see that comparison with Yusei. I don't know. I mean, you're watching early 5Ds right now.
The comparison of Yuga to Yusei, no, I don't see a lot of that. Definitely in the building aspect, but that's about it. The
Yeah.
mechanic part of it, the innovator part,
The
that's where it
genius
stops.
in that aspect,
Yeah.
yeah. He's not like Yusaku at all.
And they're both
No.
great on their
Yusaku
own.
was like dry paint. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But you know what? Now, not seeing the fourth and the fifth shows in any capacity,
yeah. Well, I like Yusaku.
it's actually nice. In a seventh show, you would think that they wouldn't have a lot of avenues to go down a protagonist's personality.
Yeah.
And it's nice that Yuga feels very fresh.
Yeah, well, even because he in age is closest to Yuma and Yuya, but he is not like Yuma and Yuya at all. He's just not. I would say he's more like Yuya than you. Well, I don't know. He's just unique.
We'll also see where he is at the end of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he'll change a lot, a bit. Well, we'll see. He'll go through trials and tribulations.
I love using that one.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, me too. It's a great line.
Yeah.
X-Slayer, thank you, my man.
That was goody.
I'm just waiting for the next one.
What do you mean?
The next donut.
Oh, the actual next
Yeah,
one.
I was just waiting for the sneak peek.
We have $2 Canadian dollars from Janeth Ernest again. Would you ever want to duel me on Edo Pro?
Maybe. I have not used Edo Pro in probably about 2 years, since late 2018, I believe.
Wow.
So I haven't used it. If I get back into it, Janeth, I'll probably stream. But if I get back into it, definitely. I'm definitely down to duel people
You do the man.
from chat and that watch my channel. So I'd love to, Janeth. But right now, I don't play. I don't use the app. I definitely want to try Rush Duels. Rush Duels, to me, looks simpler and more fun and more my style. But I'm really kind of waiting for them to come to the TCG before I really delve into them.
Yeah.
So
That'd be a hard thing to stream for you too, because like you usually when you create those things, you want to give like quality content on the stream, and you getting your clock clean for like 2.5 hours is probably not.
I think people.
I thought he was actually going to make a real.
Yeah, no, I thought he was too. I think
And
actually
you're
people would
right, you got
enjoy
him.
seeing me
Yeah.
get slaughtered in duels. I think people would enjoy it. Quite a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. But
It's like playing Dark Souls, but
exactly. I don't really have any plans to return to the master format, if I'm going to be honest.
wow.
I'm going to keep playing Duel Links casually, but I'm very excited to try Rush Duels. I really do want to dive into Rush Duels. Maybe make some deck profiles and
Oh,
stuff.
I would love to watch that.
Yeah, so
Very
we'll see.
nice.
Shiosei versus Dylan Rushduel. Oh,
I'd be down
Is
for
that what
that.
she said?
dude.
I'd get slaughtered.
Oh, it would be
I'd
great,
get slaughtered.
That'd be an amazing duel.
It
I'd
would
bet
be.
on it.
It would be sick.
Well, you'd bet on 2 snails racing down the sidewalk.
Yeah, you do have a gambling problem.
No.
You got a bit of an issue, my man. Janet, thank you for the donation.
I'm not going to touch that one.
He knows we're right.
And
Thank you,
then
Jen.
right
You're
now,
not
the
left.
final super chat before we get into the links from X-Slayer, $5.
Oh, thank you, X-Slayer.
Is there a chance that Sevens might do a Zexal route if the rumors were that the show could end early, but instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens 2?
So I don't think so. I think the only reason that there's a difference between Zexal and Zexal 2, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that they switch times. I'm pretty sure that's the only difference. I don't view that as the show like ending. Also, that rumor, I'm actually in mid-April, and I'm really glad you brought that up, X-Slayer. I have a video in mid-April coming out that's analyzing that rumor. It's going to be titled, When Will Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s Come to an End? Because that rumor, so the way that rumor started is there was one site that said, last April that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens was going to end in the spring of 2022, which would make it a 2-year show.
Right.
But outside of that one site, there has been nothing else that has stated that. No sources. And so when it was an interesting pop-up when it happened about a year ago, but since then, we've gotten nothing on it. And why would this one random site know when the show is going to end? It's definitely unsubstantiated.
Well, Shiosi came in when that was first brought up and said the rumor the show was ending early was unsubstantiated. Has no idea why people still believe it.
Oh, did she say that? Yeah. Well, no, so it's pretty fascinating to me that is a rumor that seems to have really stuck with a lot of people. Like I've seen a lot of people in forums and on my YouTube comments and on Twitter as well have this idea that it's set in stone, that the show is definitively ending next spring, which
it's like when...
So I'm going to do a video on that, hopefully clearing that up a little bit, but that's a rumor that I wouldn't put too much stock into that rumor.
Right.
I have experience in this of like when I do a lot of like comic book stuff on my channel, and there'll be a rumor from some, newsnet.com.
Right.
And they'll be like, this character is playing the lead in this next, Doctor Strange movie. And people take it as it is the Bible.
Yeah.
Like, it is 100% true.
Yeah.
And then when I'll say something about, like, oh, we don't know where this is going in a video, then I'll get comments of, like, how could you not know that? Yeah. Like, it already said, I'm like, but that's from, you gotta check your sources, man. Like, that's from nowhere of relevance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I remember I think I did a video when it first came out that was titled, Will Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens be the shortest Yu-Gi-Oh! It was something along those lines where I talked about that. But I'm pretty sure in that video, at least I tried to. A lot of times with my videos and with videos in general, I think people see the title or they watch the first 2 minutes and then
miss out on a lot of
and then that's it. Yeah. they just kind of take the news there. But that definitely... I got to go back and watch that video because I hope I wasn't misleading. I'm usually very careful with how I speak in those videos, and I'm pretty sure I stated multiple times that it's a rumor, it's only one site, but I found it to be fascinating at the time. But since that came out, there has been nothing else that has come out alongside it. So I don't really buy into that anymore. I think Sevens can definitely end up going 2 years. I think there's as good of a chance that Sevens goes 2 years as it does 4 years.
Yes.
I think there's an equal possibility there.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a video on that in April, later this month.
Very quickly before you get into the link, Donos, X-Layer just donated again with another $2 saying,
Thank you,
just give
X.
people PTSD because of Reigns.
Well, that's it, yeah. I mean, Vrains ended very unexpectedly.
Vrains had issues from the jump, though.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Vrains, absolutely. And I'm seeing Pete's comment now that I'm on my computer.
Yeah.
100% blame Dylan for this. I'm going to go back and watch that video. I am very...
Well, people were saying, and then Shiose said, is this because of Dylan? And then Shadowrun
were
said,
people saying that?
I just checked. You said it was concrete confirmation. That's what Shadow just said.
I don't believe
So
that.
he could be he's probably trolling.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
But
I'm
going to take that as 100% you did say that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm very careful with how I speak.
That rumor spread.
It's right until proven wrong. Yeah.
And I have an influence as I'm on camera, so I'm going to add to it.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Adding fuel to the
I
fire.
also, I think, how we said, Vrains, getting PTSD because it had problems. For a show that had, so many directing problems and other stuff going on, they still did a pretty damn good job. To,
still made it.
Oh,
you know?
I mean,
Vrains was good for given what was going on with Gallup,
exactly.
definitely. Chapel of Nick Yagi, and thank you guys for using the link, by the way. I do get a larger percentage from the link, so thank you. Chapel of Nick Yagi, thank you for the $1 donation. Since I like making bets so much, I made a bet with Charizard on whoever beats Nick Yagi. I have to immediately praise that character for a month, but our Lord and Savior won't fall so easily, so good luck. We'll see about that. Church, thank you.
Did we win over you already?
Chapel of Flapple, thank you for the $1 donation. We finally got justice for Nick Yagi.
Well, hold on. His name is
Chapel
not...
of what?
Yeah. Can you reread that?
Chapel of Nick Yagi.
Thank you.
Thank you for the $1 donation. We finally got justice for Nick Yagi. Now we shall bless Nick Yagi. It's Nick Yagi month, baby. Oh, and your daily reminder that Pair Production is the strongest cyber spell, and that Talo is Nick Yagi.
I love this.
Entame, thank you, Entame, for the $2 donation. Now that I've manifested Roa, it's time to manifest Arai, the wash guy. I'll die on this hill. What?
Oh,
Entame, that is the craziest thing you've ever said.
I love it.
Explain
That's
yourself.
crazy.
He's a cheater.
Manifest Schrodinger if you're going to manifest
he's
a character.
a damn
Why would you
cheater.
do that?
Oh my god. Well, it's, Arai. Do you actually like Arai? I hope she's kidding.
Arai Arata.
Oh my god. Oh my. Manifest Tiger. I mean, come on. Not Arai. Jeez.
Manifest a shoe. Well, that guy. I mean,
Was that the last one?
Come
Was that
on.
the only-
Yeah.
That was, yes. Thank you guys so much for being here, for making Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up the most viewed Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the world. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm going to go use the restroom. Follow all of these guys because these guys are all amazing content creators in their own right. They're going to go around, promote their stuff. All their stuff is down below in the description. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to everyone who chooses to donate. I can't tell you how much it means to me and this channel as a whole. You guys really do breathe life into Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. Follow the crew. Love all of you guys. I'll be right back.
We're taking over?
You're
Yeah,
taking over.
Taking
Let's
over.
go.
Dude, it's time to promote.
I think I just saw one on the link though, so let me put this back on.
No, you're lying, bro.
No,
I actually think you're right.
he's correct.
why would I lie? Who lies?
Uh,
I got this. Still, don't worry. Go ahead.
No, I'll be here.
Okay.
he doesn't trust you.
And today.
Entame, thank you for donating $1. Tiger is a given. I actually like Arai.
Wow, I'm
Wow.
surprised. I
Wow.
gotta ask why.
Wow.
I'm actually really interested why. Did any of you guys actually like Arai? I'm curious.
No, he's a cheater.
I like
I didn't-
when
I didn't like
I
it.
like when things go awry, but I don't really like Arai.
I see what you did there.
What about you, dude?
He's all right. I don't hate him, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's not. Well, actually, no. I really don't like him. I gotta ask Entame. why.
I can't be behind him actively cheating.
Entame, thank you. I'll talk to you about
We
that.
will be awaiting his
Schrodinger's-
arrival,
That's,
though, right?
that's an unpopular.
There's
opinion.
worse
I like
character. I mean, Schrodinger's definitely worse.
that. I
Yeah.
completely agree with
Yeah.
that. There's worse characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You can go.
Okay.
See ya.
Whoa.
I'm gonna wait for Dill to leave, and then we can start our self promos, as we call it.
There you
It's not promo time. Let's do it.
All right, so I stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/calbreezy. That's CALBREEZZY. My Twitter is the same name, and then I think my Instagram is below also. I play a bunch of different games: Pokemon, Valorant, Among Us, COD. I've been playing Apex. I mean, anything really, I'll play. But besides that, that's really all I got. You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever. It's all good fun.
That was beautiful.
I'll let these two big timers over here throw their stuff out.
Well said.
Thank you.
So, I've got a whole lot of stuff. You guys know the drill. So I play in a band, a hardcore band called Mom Fight. We're still in the process of writing a full-length record, but it will get there. Hopefully, summer or fall of this year. So
yeah.
be on the lookout if you're like into heavy music. Otherwise, we have a 5-song EP and a 2-song EP out already on streaming everywhere you can stream music.
Let's go.
You can download it on momfight.bandcamp.com, or you can follow us at momfightnj on any of our social platforms. Similarly, actually, based on the name, I stream on Twitch. Nick Fights Moms.
Nice.
I stream typically Sunday or Monday nights, occasionally Tuesdays instead of Mondays, but if you follow me, you'll find out when I'm streaming because sometimes it changes.
Yeah.
Usually it's been emulators. Lately I've been doing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which I love dearly for
Very
the
cool.
Super Nintendo, which I still regard as one of the best consoles of all time.
I like
I
when you get
love the
frustrated.
Super
Love it.
Nintendo.
Oh, dude, I love getting frustrated with it. It's a great time. I also review beers while I'm playing because I enjoy drinking beer.
Big beer guy.
But lately, actually, just last week, I finally bought Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I finally beat the adventure mode. So now I've got all the characters. I've got some hours into that, like 20 hours into that game. So if you stop by on a stream, we can do some community play. I'd be happy to play in a tournament of some kind with you guys. I think it'd be a lot of fun to get some community engagement. So join me there.
Heck yeah.
And then lastly, on the other music end of it, I am a solo artist called Nameling. I have a 5-song, 6-song EP out there called Ask Again. It's on all streaming platforms. The link is in the description. And you could stream it literally anywhere. You could buy it anywhere you can buy music, whether it's Amazon, iTunes, Bandcamp, whatever. So go check that out. I just recorded a song. So, what was? Is someone playing something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he
so
is.
weird. if you stop by one of my streams, you might get a sneak preview of the song I just recorded. So come check it out.
Keep going.
I have a YouTube channel, Clueless Gamers, if you don't know. We do a lot of TV show reactions, sometimes trailer reactions. Movie reviews have stopped really just because of the current state of the world, but maybe we'll be getting back to that soon. Right now we're doing Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I know you might have something to say that episode 2 and 3 have been already out. 2 is actually on the channel, it's just private right now. I'll probably fix that situation right after the stream, and then I'm going to finish the edit of episode 3, so look out for that later this week as we go into episode 4. Some great things happening over there. And also follow me on Twitter at pfigaro21.
Give him that
yeah,
follow,
that's
baby.
great, dude.
Boys,
Yes?
Not so fast. One last dono from Drone President, the controller.
Thank you,
$2
Drone.
Canadian dollars. An old meme. You going nowhere. Great podcast as ever.
It is an old one.
that is a very old
Love
one.
that.
Drone, thank you so much. Cammy, thank you. Thank you to everyone who makes Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up a very fun and enjoyable podcast. You guys are all amazing. Pete, Nick T, and Calibro, that includes you guys. This would not exist without all of you.
Happy to be
Thank you
here.
so
Thanks for
much
having
for
me.
being a part of the team. Welcome to have you back.
Yay.
Nick T.
Oh, I've been here.
Pete, you've been here, but I'm happy to have you as always. Thank you all so much for watching. You were all incredible, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.
See you guys.
Peace.